welcome to the Talk Film Society podcast. I am your host, Marcelo Pico, editor-in-chief of Talk Film Society, here with another season looking at the awards race. That's it, we're back. Who's we? It's me and my co-host for this series. Cannot do this without her. It's Siobhan Irving. Hello, Siobhan.
Yes, Marcelo, we're back. Yes,
we're back.
Yes.
They said it could be
you
done.
can't see it, but I hope you can hear it in my voice. I have the biggest grin on my face. I'm so excited to be back.
Siobhan, who's going to win Best Picture?
What about the Honora?
Oh, what? What'd you say?
Honora.
Okay, Honora. All right. I'll pick The Brutalist. There we go. That's where we're starting, folks. It's Honora versus The Brutalist this season on the Talk Film Society.
Woo. Okay.
All right. So we're coming in hot. We're ready.
God damn, we've been holding this shit in. Like we're starting this one later than we usually do. This is season 3 of us doing this.
Yeah,
and previously we had started in like October or something. And now
it wasn't that early.
To start closer to the new year and just pare things down a little bit. And then I thought that was a good idea until I just keep seeing these award shows happening left and right and center and down and around, and I'm just like, I'm chomping at the bit to get on the mic and talk about the awards.
Yeah. In the last week, because we're recording this on the 14th of December to date this podcast. You'll be hearing it Friday the 20th. So yeah, a lot's been happening in the last week. Golden Globes nominations, LA New York Film Critics Circles Awards, Critics' Choice Awards nominations.
The Gothams, the Game Awards?
So there's the Game Awards. Yeah, we'll have a segment just dedicated to the Game Awards on this episode. Okay, we're here to talk awards, and yeah, like Siobhan said, third year doing this. This season, yes, like Siobhan was implying, it's shorter than the last seasons. It's more compact. I think it was my doing, because in retrospect, I'm like, maybe we shouldn't have done this way.
I think it was both of us. I was on board with it. I thought it felt right too, and like, there's reasons why this year I maybe wasn't so juiced to talk about this stuff, and like maybe I thought maybe I wouldn't really have it in me to go for as long, and it turns out I was wrong. I'm juiced as fuck. Juiced as I've ever been, almost.
I mean, would it help that... well, hold on. Let me phrase it this way. Siobhan, do you think we're in a golden age of movies?
Of movies?
Yeah.
It's tough to say. You know what? I do think the last 3-ish years have been quite good.
Yeah, in terms of movies. Yeah, I would agree.
The horror genre, specifically. That we are in a golden age.
You're in absolutely
we are
golden
age
of
icon
horror.
Rise to this top of the top of the crop. That little damn clown.
Yeah.
Movies doing $100 million, like Friday Nights at Freddy's. Like, it's the horror genre is doing great. The movie landscape as a whole, it's in an interesting place, that's for sure.
Interesting is the right word.
But a golden age? Time will tell.
Yeah, let's sit on that. You know what? Let's ask ourselves that question again at the end of this series, if we remember.
Let's ask it again in 30 years.
Okay, you know what? Let's meet up and do a podcast covering the next 30 years of movies in 30
on
years.
Episode like 38 of our Southland Tales podcast.
Because on average, we release now one episode of the Southland Tales series a year or so.
Or a year and a half, yeah.
A year and a half. Like 2 episodes this year, if we're lucky. Okay, look. I just want to run down not our entire like listed out episode guide, right, for the next few episodes. I mean, we're doing 12. Okay, let me start there. 12 episodes.
Just give them a taste.
A taste, exactly.
Preview.
So,
and why are we doing this, by the way?
Yeah, why? I mean, because we love the movies. That's why.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay. Okay. Look, that's one reason. That's one reason, right? Okay, that's one.
Yeah,
right.
I think there's a bigger reason.
What is the bigger reason? What are you thinking of?
Well, I felt like this in the past was really just to drum up.
Oh yes, yeah.
Interest.
So let's say it together.
Enthusiasm
for the Talk Film Society Awards. Yes, something
our
I
own
have.
Award show, which the people get to vote on.
Yeah, you, the people listening,
we're going to talk a lot of bullshit. Independent Spirit Awards, Golden Globes. We didn't get to vote on those. You didn't get to vote on those unless you paid a membership to the Independent Spirit Awards, which I think anybody can do.
Yeah.
No. And I'm not a fancy LA film critic in an association. No, But the Talk Film Society Awards, those are what we make them, right?
Yeah, those are special because you, the listeners, vote for them. Siobhan votes for them.
Please don't just follow every other award show. Please be original.
No. Yeah,
God, please, for the love of fucking God.
We have the Talk Film Society Awards, okay, to promote. That's one, right? I'm also excited for just talking about and prognosticating. All right, that's the word. I mean, we could call ourselves I can't even say it. They should call us the prognosticators because we are so much on the ball. We know exactly what we're talking about when it comes to who's going to win the big shiny awards, including the biggest one of them all, other than the Talk Film Society Awards, the Oscars. Okay, so Talk Film Society Awards #1. We're going to give you information. You know, I have the date for when that will happen next year. For this season, I mean, for the Talk Film Society Awards. I'll pull that up in a second, like when those will be announced. More information will come, when it comes to voting process, but I'll share the awards date here in a bit. Number 2 on the list of what's happening on the show is, yes, we're going to pick the winners. Okay, look, people listening. If you are already in an office space where they do, the Oscar pool,
and they got the red stapler, right?
Yeah, you got the red. You got Stephen Root.
Yeah, so they smash the computer or smash the fax machine. Yeah, right.
And Michael Bolton, right, is there, but it's not Michael Bolton. It's a guy named Michael Bolton.
Yes,
I've seen that movie. So look. If you don't already have an Oscar pool, start one, okay? Now, like bring it up, today. Like, hey, Oscar pool in this office would be cool, right? But what they don't know is you listen to this show, and we're gonna help you win the Oscar pool that you started, right?
This is just between you and me. Last year, I didn't do so good, but Marcelo and his partner, they did amazing
okay, so it's funny you bring that up, okay,
on their guesses for the Oscars, right? And if you put those type of numbers down like they were doing last year, you probably could win one of these damn things.
Exactly. Yeah. No joke, by the way. No joke. Okay. So funny you bring that up, Siobhan, because I have those numbers right now and I can share them with you right now. Okay. I have
in the pudding. Here it is.
So, out of 23 categories, okay, here are my results for predicting the winners
at the Oscars.
Last year. Here we go.
90 whatever annual.
I got 18 out of 23. You know what? That's passing. I think 18 out of 23.
Pretty good. That could be a winner, though.
Yeah. Now my partner. All right, in podcasting and other things, Elise, she got 20 out of 23.
Whoa! God damn,
that's pretty damn good.
Fold. You get that number, you fold. You don't keep hitting on that.
Exactly. So we might have her on the show, depending on whether or not we break up in the next week. So she can talk about the Oscars and how she sees them, in her own words. But that's the kind of juice we're bringing to you here on the Talk Film Society podcast, Award Season
We want
2024.
to win you money.
Exactly.
Make sure you put money down on this.
It's about money. Yeah, no.
This is big money.
If somebody at the office goes, yeah, we could do an Oscar pool, for fun, and you correct them, you go, no. Hard cash. Cold hard cash.
$500 down
$500
minimum, everybody.
Exactly.
Prop bets if you want.
Mandatory, by the way. You have to be a part of this. And you're going to win. The person listening, the person setting this up.
Next year's paycheck on the line.
Next year's paycheck, the entire 1 year's salary on the line. So that's what we're looking at. Those two things: the Talk Film Society Awards, where you choose the best in film, and also the Oscars. What's number 3? Just having a good time. We're just having a good time.
Chill.
Yeah. Oh, you know what number 3 is? Our own personal picks. That's right. Every episode we dedicate to a categories. This episode, by the way, is different because we're not looking at any categories. We're looking at. You see it in the title.
This is an intro episode, right?
Yeah, this is an intro.
This is the intro.
I know
we're looking back. We're catching up on the news we missed. We're catching up on the movies we might have missed, right?
Yes,
we're going to talk about our favorite movies that did not release in 2024 that we saw for the first time in 2024. So we're still looking back at our own year.
Exactly. Yeah, but as we go through the news, we'll talk about some Oscar, hopefuls, and maybe I'll throw in a review of an Oscar hopeful here or there. But next episode we're looking at the categories. Okay. I've yet to decide which one goes first in the next episode. It depends on when we record. But yeah, we'll look at like best animated film, best supporting actor, best supporting actress, visual effects, production design, all of them. I think all of them are on the list. Almost all. Like maybe not best original song because whatever. And international film, sorry. Documentary, sorry. We suck. Okay, we can't encompass everything. Okay, so it's kind of depressing, though. Actually, wouldn't it be better, Siobhan, if we talked smartly about like best international film or best documentary?
If we were able to do that, that'd be sick.
That'd be sweet.
That'd make this
a
more well-rounded show, of course.
Exactly.
Now, unfortunately, we're lucky enough that we found somebody that can help us with animated films. With a real expertise for that, and we'll have an episode for animated films down the line. But I think we need somebody that can give us the foreign film and then the documentary. Yeah. To make this a truly well-rounded show.
Yeah, maybe in the future, or maybe we can fit it in this season. No promises. But stay tuned for the next 11 episodes of this series. We'll cover the Oscar categories. We'll talk about who's in the running, our favorites, and then at the end of the series, we'll do the Talk Film Society Awards, and we'll cover the Oscar ceremony. I said I was going to pull up that date. Siobhan, hey, what's your deal?
What's my deal?
Yeah, what's your deal? Oh, hold on. Let me phrase it better. How do you feel about the award season?
Oh, yes. I think, like I said, it's been exciting so far. Just seeing these other little award shows, other outlets awarding their own awards, or other larger shows announcing their nominations. It's been so exciting just watching this happen. The Variety Actors on Actors series. Just so much happening in this space. People campaigning for your consideration, for my consideration, for yours. And I have been having just a ball following it, and it's been so exciting. Just what a year it's been already.
Amazing answer, Siobhan. As I find the date, the 12th Annual Talk Film Society Awards will be held on February 28th, 2025.
Wow.
Ooh, wow.
Strong
date. Which is a few days before the Oscars, which I believe is on March 2nd of 2025. Earliest Oscars we've had in a while, because they're usually relegated to like late March.
Yeah, that sounded odd when you said it.
Yeah, March 2nd.
It's like, that can't
2025.
Duh.
Apparently it is. I mean,
Not hosted by Jimmy Kimmel.
No, hosted by. Hey, that's. Should we open up the news bag already?
Are we getting into the news bags?
I think we're rolling into it. What a perfect transition you just did, Siobhan.
Wow.
Who's hosting the Oscars this year?
God, I wish I could remember.
You know, right? Come on.
I mean, I know,
but you can't remember.
Yeah.
Here, I'll give you a hint.
They're a comedian, right?
Yes. Okay. Hint number 1, a comedian. Hint number 2, they've been working for since at least the late 80s.
Conan O'Brien.
Yes, Conan O'Brien.
It's Coney. Yeah.
It's Coney. Coney. Remember Coney? Conan O'Brien is hosting the Academy Awards. I'm excited. I was not a big fan of Jimmy Kimmel. I'll say that. I think I've been on record on this show last few years. Yeah. Not a huge
ups and
fan
downs,
of the guy.
more downs. That's how I feel.
I think the worst segment I've seen on an Oscars telecast was him bringing a bus full of tourists into a room and just spending an entire segment just talking to them. That was
dreadful. Truly terrible.
Terrible. So yeah, I'm excited for some actual comedy in the Oscar ceremony again, and not to say Kimmel wasn't that. Kimmel was funny, but not my kind of funny.
Yeah, he had good moments. I'm not going to say it was all bad.
Yeah, but I'm excited for Conan. Any other thoughts on Conan as we close off that first
I think
news
Conan
item?
should be very fun if he brings some of his old, late night bits.
The masturbating bear.
If he's got the masturbating bear, and putting a still picture of somebody on the screen, and then having just their lips move to say stuff, and then Triumph the Insult Comic Dog, of course.
Ooh, he's got to come on. Triumph has to be there.
Oh my god! He's there with Messi, right?
Yeah, he's with Messi. Remember Messi from last year?
Bring back Messi.
Bring back Messi.
Interview Triumph the Insult Comic Dog.
Wait, but is there a dog of this year? Is there a new Messi?
Oh man, wasn't there a really cute dog in Anora? Or am I wrong?
Was there?
There was.
I don't think there was, Siobhan. Let's think on it and come back on it, because that'd be the next question we ask ourselves over the series. What dog will Triumph the Insult Comic Dog interview at the Oscars? So we will find that out too. Yeah. All right. Next news item. We mentioned it. Let's go through some of these nominations. Let's go through some of these winners. And let's talk about the big contenders too. Where do you want to start, Siobhan? I have here New York Film Critics Circle, LA Film Critics Awards, Critics' Choice, Golden Globes. Those are the ones I have saved. All right. Where do you guide me? Where do you want to start?
And you don't have the independent spirits.
Unfortunately, okay. I can pull those up too. So let's add those to the list.
Here's what I was going to say. How much is going to happen between this recording and next recording? You know what I mean? Maybe we'll just do 2 or 3 of them today, and then we do the rest next time.
You know what? Good point. So let's do 2 today. Let's look at 2 of these.
Let's take one of the coasts and do one this week, and the next week the other one.
Oh, perfect. A cliffhanger. Okay.
So are we feeling east or west today? I don't know. I don't know. I can't answer that question.
I suggest we do, I think, New York, because that was the first. And
New York.
Recently, the Talk Society
eat a big
Twitter,
fucking pizza. God damn it! I'm walking here.
Not too long ago, the Talk Film Society Twitter account celebrated its, I think, 11th or 12th anniversary since I started that account. I'll look it up. But the reason why I started that account, it was 11 years. The reason why I started that account 11 years ago was seeing the New York Film Critics Circle Awards being tweeted out. And I go, who's voting for this stuff? New York Film Critics? Twitter people can vote. Let's do that. So that's how the Talk Film Society Awards got started. It was just me looking at the New York Film Critics Awards winners All right.
Seething with jealousy.
See, exactly. And look where we are. We're just as good as them. All right. Let's play the New York Film Critics Circle Awards game. Siobhan, who won Best Picture?
That famous game.
Yeah.
God, see, like it's really hard for me, man. I haven't seen too many prestige films this year. I mean, I mentioned Anora already 3 times.
Yeah.
How about? I don't think it's that though. I don't know. Let's go Brutalist.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Brutalist won Best Film. And then I'll just run through the others. Director, Nickel Boys. Actor, Adrian Brody, The Brutalist. Actress, I'm going to have trouble pronouncing her name. Marianne Jean-Baptiste. Oh, I got it. Hard Truths.
That sounded good.
Supporting actor, Kieran Culkin, A Real Pain. Supporting actress, Carol Kane, Between the Temples. Screenplay, Nora. Animated film, Flow. Cinematography, Nickel Boys. And the rest. All right, your thoughts, Siobhan.
I think it's really interesting that
All right, moving on. You have more. Okay, sorry.
We could potentially have Adrian Brody win again and get on stage, kiss somebody. Like, that's great.
Great.
And we could potentially have, and we've also got Kieran Culkin, who, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he won ever for Succession. And this kind of feels like a...
No, he did. Sorry. He did. I'll look it up.
Well, it still feels like a little bit of extra, like, Succession runoff, you know? Like, he's getting that kind of thing, I believe. Like, that is certainly helping him.
And deservingly so. I think he is the best supporting actor, or I should say one of the best supporting actors of the year. One of the best, I should say.
One of the best. You called that one last awards season on the show. I think you saw it out of a festival or something, and you praised him, and you really thought he would have awards contention this year. And I thought you were crazy. I thought you were nuts.
Yeah. By the way, he did win for Succession in 2023 at the Emmy. Right. But yeah, okay, yes. What Siobhan is referring to is I saw A Real Pain via a Sundance screener. Fingers crossed. I'll watch some Sundance films virtually this year too. Next month, I should say. I'll do the dance again. Yeah, I saw Real Pain, and I echoed some people that saw it too. I saw the reviews like saying, "Oh, Kieran Culkin," and I'm like, how good can he be? Yeah, in the movie he is amazing. I said it last year. I go, hey, keep an eye out on this guy, this Kieran Culkin character. And he's in the running, and he might win. So good for him. All right, that's one off the list. All right, next, which other one do we want to talk about?
So we've got 2 big ones here. Critics are golden. I think it's only fair to highlight the Goldies, just because like we got to kick off this show, right? You know?
Yeah.
Like we got to get to the Goldies.
We really got to do it, folks. So here we go.
New York. That was the New York was an appetizer, right? The Golden Globes, those are just a second appetizer.
a juicier appetizer.
Yes.
Like egg rolls.
Oof. A lot more ingredients in this one.
Exactly, yeah. A lot. There'll be some shrimp. There'll be some chicken. Some beef. It's a combination.
How about the green eggs? Green eggs?
Green eggs? Okay, yeah, good.
That's the only thing I can think of. Wicked is what I was going for there.
Wicked, yeah, green. Right. Okay, speaking of Wicked, good transition. Emilia Perez ranked in 10 nominations at the Golden Globes, making it the top nominated film of all time when it comes to the Golden Globes.
Is it top all time or top comedy movie all time?
Sorry, yeah, I think top comedy. It broke a record for how many?
Yeah, I think yeah.
So
I'm not sure
I think
which one it is. It might be both.
I just saw the headline. Like it got more than like Barbie and something else.
You.
No. Hey, Siobhan, this is what we do, okay? We fact check each other in real time because we want to give the most accurate results here on this show. This is a scientific procedure.
Okay, Amelia Perez, have you seen it?
I have seen it.
Okay. Well, first off, this was a very big watershed year for trans cinema, I would say.
Yeah.
People's Joker, and I saw the TV Glow breaking through to the mainstream, and then all sorts of other independent cinema like Alice Mayo McKay's Carnage for Christmas, and it's very funny that a movie like Amelia Perez, which does star a trans person, I guess, but not directed by one. I don't know if it's written by one or whatever. It's about a real person, but that is this weird combo like camp and musical or whatever. It's look, I'm not looking forward to seeing this movie, but I haven't seen it yet. I'm not going to fully judge it. I do know people like it. I do know people that hate it. So like I can't fully judge it yet. I will watch it when it's out, but I just think it is very, very funny on just a macro level that this is like the biggest year for trans cinema ever in like mainstream media. And Amelia Perez is the one that gets nominated for stuff.
I have a feeling we'll talk about it a lot when we talk about supporting actresses of the year.
That's a hint.
Yes, that's a hint. And I'm not going to reveal who's scheduled to be on that show yet because things could fall through. I could break up with a person in the next week. But there's
a thing like I believe in like you repeat something and you will it to happen. I don't want that for you, man.
No. So just in case we break up, I'll just say that
throwing it into the universe, sure, it's fine.
It's fine.
Playing with God.
Yeah, exactly. So no, some people do like it. Definitely more than me. But I didn't flat out hate it. So it's interesting movie to talk about. But the question is, do I think it deserves all the acclaim? Yes and no. I think the actresses in the movie are really great. Like Zoe Saldana, she's in the running for supporting actress. And I think she deserves an Oscar. She's good in the movie. And if you count it as a career Oscar, then yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But is the movie all that good? That's how I feel. But again, we'll talk more about it as the season goes on. But
nominated for Best Comedy or Musical.
Motion
Picture.
And yeah, it definitely has songs. So there's that. Are they good songs? It's a comedy and or musical.
I saw somebody singing like the words penis and vagina.
Okay,
that's so wacky.
Listen, that's the thing. I'll say this about that movie. I on one hand, I think it's supposed to be campy, but there's only so much camp and silliness you can put into a movie that deals with heavy topics like it does. So we'll talk about it. And Siobhan, hopefully you'll see it soon and you can have a take, only to have a take. Otherwise, if this were just like anything for a take. Exactly. If this were just a movie that existed in a vacuum outside of the Oscar, space, I'd be like, don't bother. But I think in a way you were saying earlier, like because it is an important year for like trans filmmakers, to look at the People's Joker, I saw the TV Glow, and then looking at Amelia Perez and saying that is getting acclaim and these are not. So yeah, it's important to look at all of that and say that this is where we are as a culture. we're not looking at the right things. Yeah. Okay. Again, we'll talk more about it later. What categories are you interested in here, Siobhan? We can't name them all in the Goldies because it's just too many. All right.
Maybe I like the people I see. I'm always drawn to them.
You like the people?
And, yeah, I like the people. And Right now, I just love to see some women.
Okay. Do you want to see? Do you want to see women who are dramatic or women who are funny and or can sing?
Those are two different. They separate acting categories that way.
Yeah, supporting is all on the group. Yeah.
Who can make me laugh? Well, here's the thing. Women are not funny. I do believe that down. So I want you to try to prove me wrong. Okay, debate me.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the best performances by a female actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy.
And they can't sing either. I've always said that too.
Yeah. So you're going to judge if these 6 women, actresses, female actors, you're going to judge if they can either make you laugh or if you think they're a good singer. Okay, Here we go. Start from the top, alphabetical. Amy Adams.
Okay, yes, absolutely.
For a night bitch.
Yes, Confessions of a Shopaholic. Yes. Or is that Isla Fisher?
Don't quiz me, bro. Okay, I don't know what.
Not even you can tell them apart. And you're the redhead enthusiast.
I am, but I haven't seen that movie. I want to say it was Isla Fisher.
Yeah, I think it probably was. Hey, Leap Year. I know that's her.
Yes. Okay. Next, Cynthia Erivo.
Singing. Wow, I heard her.
Wicked.
That was great.
Oh, awesome.
That was Wicked singing.
that was Miss Wicked herself.
I heard her singing in the first time I ever saw her was Bad Times at the El Royale. I remember her singing in that and being like taken by her. I
have that same thought. That was the first time I noticed her. I go, oh. I forget the context in like why she was singing in that movie, but
yeah, I don't remember, but she was.
Yeah. Anyway, so you agree she can sing?
I do.
Okay. Next, Carla Sofia Gascon for Emilia Perez.
Oh man, that movie made that. She is so funny, and singing in that movie is so good.
Okay, excellent. Next, Mikey Madison, Honora.
God, legitimately, yes, she's very funny in that movie.
Yeah. Next, Demi Moore, The Substance.
There's nothing funny about Demi Moore. Okay. I take Demi Moore very seriously.
Okay. Finally, Zendaya, Challengers.
Man, laugh riot. You know?
Challengers.
Somebody who I can really see a lot of a real comedy brain on that one. On Zendaya.
Zendaya, stop making me laugh. It is odd that Challengers is in the comedy categories at the Golden Globes.
I'm glad Challengers is in the categories.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I thought it wouldn't do anything. I thought it was kind of like too far gone to do anything.
I kind of felt the same way. I've always had a hope that it could sneak in. I think it can sneak in still. I think it might come in at number 10 for Best Picture nominations.
Totally good. Good.
I think the only secure categories it's in is like score. And maybe editing, but I can't. I don't see Zendaya getting nominated. I don't see the two boys getting nominated. Unfortunately, I think that movie deserves a lot more. But yeah, laugh riot. Okay, let's go to best performance by a female actor in a supporting role in any motion picture. Anyone.
Motion picture. Okay, could be funny, could be drama, could be a musical.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you. Do these women make you laugh, or do they make you cry, or can they sing well? Right. First name, Selena Gomez, Emilia Perez.
I know Selena Gomez can sing well, and I know she can do acting. And I would say she can toe the line between drama and comedy, because I can remember all the way back 11 years ago, 2013, Spring Breakers, she is in a role that kind of is both. A little bit more serious, but she does have comedic bits.
So she's a triple threat then. She hits all three.
Yeah, she does.
Whoa.
What movie?
Emilia Perez. Yeah. I'll say this. I wish she was better. I think she has the capacity of being a great actress, but that movie does not utilize her very well, in my opinion. But anyway, next name, Ariana Grande. For Wicked.
One we know can sing.
Yes, so check that off the box.
I've never got the sense that she'd be a great actor, but maybe. I'm not going to write it off until I've seen it.
Siobhan, since we're talking Wicked right now, are you? I mean, you're going to see that movie eventually, right?
Christ.
I mean, you're gonna have to, right?
Look, it's going to be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, if you take anything I say today as gospel, take it to that one. Write that one down.
Literally, take it to the bank.
Throw a dart at it onto the wall so it sticks to the wall, and then take that to your bookie.
Yeah.
So, in that sense, I will feel forced to watch it. I will not spend a single dime on the movie. It will have to come to a streaming service I already have. I don't know what company that is. Is it Disney?
Peacock. It is a Universal.
Well, I have Peacock.
Film.
Look, let it come to me. Let it come to me.
So I have a feeling you'll see it, let's say by January or February.
Is she good? Tell me if she's good or not.
Ariana Grande? Hey, do you want to hear now, or do you want to wait until we talk about Best Supporting Actresses?
Okay. Let's move on.
Or does that answer your question?
Let's move on.
Okay. Felicity Jones, The Brutalist.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I'll leave the silence in.
Well, I said okay.
Was that it?
I think of her as a dramatic actor.
Okay. What's the best dramatic performance she's given in a movie, you think?
I think she's good in Theory of Everything.
Okay. Fair.
I actually do like that movie a lot.
Okay. All right. So drama. She's a good dramatic actress. Okay.
Yeah. Did she get nominated for that? I think she did.
I think she did. Don't look it up, folks. Don't prove us wrong.
Please.
Siobhan and I can prove each other wrong, but listeners, you cannot prove us wrong. Okay.
And didn't she get nominated for Best Actress for Rogue One?
Yeah, she did. All right, next name.
Deserved.
Margaret Qualley, The Substance.
Oh, I do that. I do like that Margot Quall.
Mm-hmm.
She can do that drama well. She can turn you on, according to Sanctuary.
Have you seen The Substance yet?
I have not seen The Substance yet.
Okay, interesting.
It's on Movie, right?
It's on Movie, yeah.
Movie. I do know that Maggie Q is very good. I've liked her in Sanctuary, and Death Stranding. She's good.
Yeah,
I like Maggie Q.
What's About Time in Hollywood?
Awatia, yeah. Marcelo, last year I told you to watch Sanctuary and you didn't do it. You should watch
I never
Sanctuary.
did. I should. I love.
At least sit down on the couch, maybe spice things up.
Next name, Isabella Rossellini, Conclave.
Oh, okay. Very interesting. So she has made me be absolutely fucking terrified on screen.
How so?
Blue Velvet.
Oh, Blue Velvet. Oh, okay.
And then, she's also made me laugh with her guest appearance on Friends.
And 30 Rock.
So.
Who did she play on Friends?
She played herself. It was an episode where, like, the whole episode was about hall passes. Or, like, the B story was about hall passes, like, who's your hall pass?
Uh-huh.
And I don't know whose hall pass was Isabella Rossellini, but it was one of them.
It must have been
Ross.
Ross.
Chandler or Ross.
It's like a Ross pick.
Yeah, it's definitely not Joey.
No, Joey
would be like Pamela Anderson or something. Who we haven't heard from. We're not going to hear from her. No way.
Pamela Anderson? Yeah,
well,
exactly.
Not in film stuff, anyway.
Well,
TV world, she's racking it up.
Actually, Siobhan, are you not aware that Pamela Anderson is in contention for Best Actress this year for a few things? I mean,
was it film? I thought she did a TV thing.
No, I say a few things. I mean, like in like critic circles or nomination awards bodies. Oh, it's The Last Showgirl. It's a movie.
Okay, yeah.
I
think it was a TV thing.
Yeah, it's directed by I think Gia Coppola. I think directed that. I'm excited to see it. I don't know when it's coming out, but
I am very interested because I don't know. I'm excited to see her again. Honestly.
Finally, Zoe Saldana, Emilia Perez.
I like Zoe Saldana.
All right, let's move on. Okay. Oh, hey. Yeah, okay. Speaking of Pamela Anderson, let's finish this off. Best performance by a female actor in a motion picture drama. Okay. Literally the first name, Pamela Anderson, The Last Showgirl.
Wow, because her last name starts with A.
Yeah. So, drama. Can these actresses in your opinion be dramatic?
So far, yes.
Okay, Pamela Anderson, yes.
I've seen
Angelina Jolie, Maria.
Can she be dramatic? Oh, God, I don't know. We saw Girl Interrupted last year for this show.
Yes.
Pretty dramatic in that, yeah.
Nicole Kidman, Baby Girl.
Nicole Kidman in a drama. God, yeah, I do cry every single time I see that AMC commercial.
Mm-hmm. Tilda Swinton, The Room Next Door.
Yeah, sure, she's around.
Yeah. Fernanda Torres, I'm Still Here.
Can't say I know you. Sorry.
Okay. Kate Winslet, Lee.
Kate Winslet, yes. Did you say lead? What'd you say?
The name of the movie is Lee.
Lee.
L-E-E.
I thought you said reader.
So yes, she can act dramatically because she won an Oscar for that.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, so those are the women. We're not going to read the men. No time for men.
No, we don't have any time for the men.
Let's just run through the best motion pictures on each side, and then we're done with the news.
Yeah, hurry the fuck up.
Yeah. We gotta race through this. Here we go. Motion picture, musical, or comedy. Here we go. Speed round. Siobhan, give me your quickest takes on these movies. Okay, because these are the big players for this year. Okay, some of these are going to be nominated for Best Picture. Some of these are going to be, the crew and the cast will win Oscars for these movies, assuredly. So here's your chance before we move on to other things to give your thoughts on these big movies. Here we go. Anora.
Loved it.
Challengers.
Loved it.
Emilia Perez.
I don't want to. I'll watch it.
A Real Pain.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm excited to watch that.
The Substance.
Yeah, I want to see that. That's cool. That's rad. That's cool to get nominated.
And Wicked.
Hey, what have you.
So those are the best motion pictures, musical, or comedies. Now for the dramas. Here we go. The Brutalist.
I can't wait. Sounds brutal.
It is. Next. A Complete Unknown.
I was not excited for that for a long time, but they released some songs from it, and they got me actually kind of stoked. I think Timmy C doing Bobby D is going to be pretty cool.
All right. Next. Conclave.
I mentioned I have Peacock earlier, and
Conclave commentary coming soon. Next, Dune Part 2.
I saw that movie.
Your thoughts on that movie?
I saw it.
Okay, next, Nickel Boys.
Interested to see it from a filmmaking perspective.
Yeah. And finally, the movie everybody's talking about. They can't stop talking about. Every corner I turn here in this town, it's this, it's this, it's this. September 5th. or sorry, September 5. That's the official time.
One of my favorite dates, period, of all time. And the story it's telling is very important right now.
Absolutely.
Very good timing. Great stuff.
Yeah. Those are your Golden Globes nominees. Not all of them, just the female actors and the motion pictures. Comedy, musical, and drama. All right.
Beautiful.
News is done. We can move on.
No more news.
No more news. Shut the news down.
Hold on. I gotta say, New York, you didn't skip something in there, did you?
The New York Film Critics Circle Awards?
Related
what do you
to
mean?
us. You didn't skip anything in there? It wasn't New York.
I can double. I know what you're alluding to. I can scroll through just to make sure.
I can't remember if it's New York or LA, but one of them definitely.
I'll look it up. But Siobhan, what normally do we do? Are we gonna do the what's you've been watching? What is that?
Hey,
is that right?
Yeah, I think our next segment after the news, Marcelo and a recap. Marcelo and I just like to talk about our week a little bit. What is it that we have been watching? Maybe it's related to these awards races. As we do our catch up throughout the year. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just some bullshit. So yes, we're going to talk about the films we've watched.
No mention of the keywords you're speaking
must
of.
Have been LA. All right.
Yeah, we'll talk about next episode. Okay, do you want to go first or second?
Marcelo has more important things to talk about, I think, than I do. So we're going to let him do that after I go.
Okay.
I watched we were speaking about documentaries earlier. The last two things I watched were documentaries.
Whoa.
One of them is this very, very small YouTube documentary. It's 2.5, but it's like an epic 2.5 hour length of, it's called Racine Grace. It's about a trans woman, two trans women, two friends, just kind of spending a date. One of them's homeless in Chicago, and or she took a trip down to film this documentary with her, and it's just basically the two friends just walking around Chicago, living a day, just talking about nerd shit like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh trading cards, or talking about movies, filmmakers they like, and the different whatever interests they have, just hanging out, having fun. And there's some emotional parts to it. It's this kind of whole subculture of YouTube documentary, it's this whole scene, I think, that I'm only just gonna dip my toe into, but I was really interested by it. It's 2.5 hours long. It is pretty mind-numbing at times, and it's very poorly made. There's no sound team or whatever. I think you're just getting whatever microphone of the phone to hear stuff, and it's recorded on a phone. But it's good. I liked it. It's an interesting experience for sure. It's called Racine Grace, RACINE/Grace. I think that's a bus stop or something. That's why I named that. I also watched documentary film that I've been meaning to watch for the last 12 years. It was nominated 12 years ago. I cannot believe it didn't win, but I actually can believe it didn't win. The Act of Killing. Which, man, that movie is a rough watch, but I think absolutely essential. It can be really nauseating at times. It is fucking fascinating to get into the minds of these people. To see their status in the culture, and them to describe their horrible acts, and they say it with pride at first, and then the more the movie goes on, the more they get to ruminate it on it themselves, as encouraged by the camera. The more that mask kind of slips, and it's harrowing at times. It's really an incredibly well done thing. There's a sequel to it, right? The Sounds of Killing or something like that.
The Look of Silence.
Look of Silence.
Yeah.
I'm gonna want to look at that. But
I'll say this. I was looking up to see, because I love The Act of Killing. I mean, love is a word I'll say about like the filmmaking and the experience and like the story it tells. It's a brutal watch. The act of killing. The Look of Silence is the other side of that coin, made by the same filmmaker, about that very same like genocide, real life brutality that happened, and it focuses on the survivors rather than the perpetrators, right? And it's a beautiful second part to that. So I recommend that. I looked up to make sure The Look of Silence was my number one film of the year, tied with Inside Out. So that was 2015 for me. Yeah. I'm not sure if Act of Killing placed on my list. Should be on my list for that year that it came out. No, it was number 5, The Act of Killing. So right below The Wolf of Wall Street. But no, I'm glad you saw The Act of Killing, and I recommend The Look of Silence whenever you can, Siobhan.
Okay. And I've got one more here. Film from this year that I think we'll end up talking about in a couple categories later down the season. But I watched Hundreds of Beavers.
Yeah.
Yeah, about a slapsticky film about a man trying to win the girl and kill a bunch of raccoons and beavers. And it's, I admire it more than anything. It is damn near unlike anything else. It is a real creative vision. And it's a real achievement, I think, honestly. Like, I am going to bring it up for at least 2 categories I can think of right now. And I do think very highly of the movie, even though I can't say I was super into it. It didn't make me laugh too much. I kind of got bored. It's a little long. Even a little annoyed at times. I was kind of like, okay, like I was kind of tired. I was getting tired of it. But like I don't want to hate it. I don't want to shit on it. I only want to say the good things about it, which just the whole production, the look of it, the visual effects. Like I think it's they're going for something, and I do think they absolutely nail that thing.
Yeah.
It's not what a movie's about; it's how it's about it.
Yeah, but I get your point in like it not like completely winning you over like with, because it's supposed to make you laugh. It's supposed to be a laugh riot, right? And,
it's supposed to be.
Yeah. And I found it to be a laugh riot by the end. I really like that movie. Me and this person who I might say, hey. We need to take a break. I need to move it. I'm kidding. Now I think it's gone too far. I'm not going to break up with her. With my lovely girlfriend Elise. Now I'm worried. No. Elise suggested we go see this movie at a drive-in here in Austin. And I'd heard about it because they were playing it in Chicago and other cities. Like they're doing kind of like a road show. Like I don't know how you describe it. Like it plays there for a week and then it plays there. It had like a weird run theatrically. Anyway,
it's just kind of like traveling around. Very People's Joker this year had a very similar release.
Yes, very very indie release. And I was like, I'll check it out, expecting something like whatever, like not great and kind of low grade, and the drive-in we went to wasn't really a drive-in. They had screens, but we went to like screen number 3 where it was just a projector and a guy with a screen and like 3 cars in front of us and like
holding up a sheet the entire time.
It's a little ramshackled production for this drive-in screen, but I think that kind of played into like the indie,
that sounds right.
Aura of it, and I was won over. Like I came in, I'll just say this: a reason why Elise suggested it is like we need to go, and do something fun because it was a rough week, right? And that brought me a lot of joy in that time when I felt pretty down. So I think back to that special experience. Now, will I see it again and kind of feel the same way? I don't know, but I'll say this: I admire the swing, if nothing else. I think the creativity, the fact that it does feel low budget, but it feels creative more so than other movies that are trying to be, like $100 million movies. It has more creativity than those. Oh my God, there's a lot going for it.
Inner frame.
Yeah,
more creativity than 1,000 movies.
Yeah.
You say you went to the drive-in. I'm surprised you could see the screen. It wasn't all steamed up for me too.
Okay.
Okay, I think I'll call it with those three. Just let you.
Okay.
You go.
Good three. I want to talk about one. I think I'll leave it at this. Since I came in wanting to make this shorter on average than our last year doing these episodes, but we'll see. Let's talk about a big boy, And I'll say this when talking about this movie. Okay. I've already heard people out there, whether it be online, social media, Twitter, Blue Sky, or on podcasts that I listen to, just people are saying it's not a good year for movies. And I don't buy it, okay? I
hate to hear that,
But I'll say this. If anybody out there is frustrated and like, oh, it's not a good year, right? It's so far, it's been, not as great as other years. Like last year we had Oppenheimer and Barbie, and there was no, they try to do that with Gladiator 2 and Wicked to mix results.
And we only had one MCU movie this year, and it wasn't really an MCU movie. Like it's just such a shame,
such a shame. But I'll say this to them: wait until Christmas, because Christmas time this year, we have a lot of great movies that I think will make up for. If you thought.
I looked at the Christmas release list recently, and I was like, "Holy shit! I wish I could spend a day at the movies."
Like, if you thought it was a bad year, then you'll see that maybe the studios were like, "Let's just save all the good movies for the next 2 or 3 weeks, right? At the end of December," because we have The Brutalist, which is in limited run. It'll probably be wider released in early January. We have Baby Girl, which I think is legitimately great. Nicole Kidman is amazing. And I think there's one other one, but then there's another Christmas movie coming out that I saw last night, Nosferatu, that I think a lot of people
the Vampire
will
Man.
like. Yes, the Vampire Man. Now, I've seen people give this 5 stars. I've seen people rave about this Nosferatu. I was pumped to see this last night. As an Eggers fan, which I am, I'm like, oh, he gets to do his dream project. This is his blank check. He's like, oh, I've done so many movies so far, but this is the one I want to do. I've been wanting to do this all my life. I see that in this movie. I don't think it's his best movie. I don't think it's his worst movie, in my opinion. It's a movie I have to sit on and see again, which I will. I think on like the weekend after Christmas, I already have my ticket bought to see Nosferatu again. I liked it. I just did not connect with it, I think, as well as I wanted to. There's a lot going on in the movie. There's a lot. There's so much great in the movie. I think the cinematography, first and foremost, is incredible. It's like I haven't seen in a while. It's been a while since I've seen a movie kind of paints with darkness in the way that Eggers and his cinematographer does in this movie, Nosferatu. It looks gorgeous for just being a bleak, dark movie. Performances are solid. There's maybe 1 or 2 people in the cast who I think maybe should have got recast, but Bill Skarsgård as the titular Nosferatu. I'll say this, not to tip my hand. I gotta look to see if he's going to be in the supporting or the lead actor category, because he's one of the best of the year. Like, I generally love his performance as Nosferatu. It's weird. It's creepy. But he is one of our best, like let's put a bunch of makeup on him and have him be just a weird dude that is unrecognizable from like his regular human self. Like, he is a master of that now, I see. So Bill Skarsgård, one of the best performances of the year. Willem Dafoe's having a ball. What else can I say? Like the kind of like below the line, like the supporting actors are all like, they look great. I forget the name of the actor, but the actor who played the dad in The Witch, he's in this movie in like a substantial supporting role, and he's great. Like that is Ralph Ineson. Ralph Ineson.
Oh, yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, he's amazing. So yeah, a lot to love about the movie, but I'm just not there yet. I need to sit on it. I need to rewatch it, but I dug it a lot, and I recommend people go see Nosferatu because I think it is a good Christmas movie. It's set during Christmas, but if you want like a great horror movie that is very atmospheric, very bloody, very horny, then that's the movie for you. It's Nosferatu. Those are my thoughts.
Wow. Can I ask what the scale of it is, like in relation to other Eggers movies? Like, is it about like small, like the Lighthouse, or is it like bigger, like the last one, the Viking one,
Northman?
Northman.
I'll say this. This is not the question you asked, but this kind of relates to my whole thought on this movie. Like my favorite is either The Witch or Northman, right? In terms of like my favorite Eggers. And I think one reason I love The Northman is because it just feels so big. It feels so epic. Like how he shot that, where he shot that, the story it tells. It feels like an Avengers style movie, like shot like with an not indie, but like very like lower budget scale, right? If that makes sense. Nosferatu is not that, nor should it be. It's more on the level of like The Witch, and especially in terms of like some of the kind of like folk horrorness of it. So it's not like a huge, budget, huge scaled movie. It's small enough. Does that answer the question? Because I think it's right above like Lighthouse. It's right above The Witch when it comes to like scale, but it's, in my opinion, not to the heights of like The Northman.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'll talk about it through the season as we talk about production design, maybe supporting actor. But yeah, it's one that I do hope gets in the Oscar race somehow, even for like the lower tier. Not lower tier. That's a bad way to put it. Like the craft categories, the production design, makeup, hair, get costume design. It checks the boxes on those because it's some of the best of that craft I've seen this year. So that's Nosferatu, and I think that answers the question of what have we been watching.
I would say so. Yeah, that is what we have been watching. Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait.
What's happening?
Oh no. My senses are tingling.
Oh no. Do we need to call an ambulance?
There's an alarm. I hear an alarm.
You hear the alarm?
It's Marcelo. I know what this is. Marcelo.
What's up? What's going on?
I think it's another edition of Stonewatch.
Oh no. This was unexpected. I can't believe this. Stonewatch is back. Stonewatch 2024.
Stonewatch 2024 is a sequel to 2023, where I decided randomly that I was going to watch an Oliver Stone film every week during this and just talk about it. And I had Marcelo give me which film to watch next, and I ended up watching like 4 or 5 movies. He gave me, but at the end of last year, the last time we did it, he gave me Nixon, and I never ended up watching the movie. And so a couple days ago, I decided.
Wait, have you mentioned it's Oliver Stone watch, not just Stonewatch?
I think I said Oliver Stone.
Okay, just to make sure.
He gave me Nixon to watch, and so I figured I should finally follow up on that. Watch Nixon, all 3.5 hours of it, and I did that the other day. And Marcelo, you know what? Nixon's a good as hell movie.
Yes, Queen.
As hell. Anthony Hopkins is just popping offkins on the screen all over the place. Like he is. That is like a totally 100% committed, consumed role. and he's just soaking up every second of it. He disappears, it has a little bit of Oliver Stone's like editing style, like kind of like you see it a lot in Natural Born Killers. This came a little after Natural Born Killers, if I'm right, but this editing style where we kind of get these like quick flashes and jumps of the same thing you're watching from a few different like angles or like up or down. Like it's really interesting. And our friend Matt, the Roommetsy, he told me that Stone calls it vertical editing, which I don't know if that's a thing or not, or if it's just his thing, but it took me a while to think about it, but like it makes sense. And anyway, it's because you're kind of like, I don't know, you're heightening or lowering the tension and literally like what you can see. It's like, it's just like, it's like jump. Like, it's hard to explain. Whatever. It's a 3.5 hour fucking movie of just kind of like talking and political intrigue and blah, blah, blah. And I think it's really smart. I think it's a great, he said something like, people were taking the wrong message from Wall Street, so he wanted to make it as clear as possible with Nixon. And I don't know. I think this could also be misconstrued in a way. Nixon comes off as a very pathetic figure, but he gives you a little sympathy towards him, I would say. They do something interesting when, like, with Kissinger and like the Cambodian, like they start to talk about the Cambodian genocide at the end, and like as soon they say it's like a news reporter, the Cambodian genocide, and then they cut to something else. Like I think they kind of gloss over these things on purpose to try to get you to look into it yourself, or to reflect how the world has looked past these horrible fucking crimes that we've committed. And Nixon committed and Henry Kissinger committed. Rest in hell. But anyway, 3.5 hours, really good drama acting movie. The scene with the kids at the Lincoln Memorial, the students, that's gonna stick with me for some time. Really, I think really profound scene. And then there's a great, like the scene with Sam Waterston where his like eyes just go black for like a second, and it's like scary as hell, like out of nowhere. Like it's really good. Really one. I think I put it on I think I put it at number 3 on my Stone watches, out of 10 on my list. Below JFK and Natural Born Killers. So it's a phenomenal movie. And I actually think that is going to close the book on Stonewatch.
Oh, that's the final Stonewatch? Holy shit.
Maybe it'll come back. I'm just closing the book. I'm not going to lock it tight. But
kind of like Twin Peaks Season 2. It's like maybe in 25 years you'll bring back Stonewatch.
Yeah. And actually, I think I'm going to feed the Stonewatch book into the Schrader Shredder.
Oh. So now we're doing. Hold on. Okay, keep going.
Marcelo, every week I'm going to ask you to tell me which Paul Schrader movie do I watch.
So what movie do you want to be cut to shreds to this week?
I do have a list here of some weeks I'll do director, some weeks I'll do his writing. We're going to start off with directing.
Okay.
Now, Marcelo, these are the ones available to me. So, tell me which to watch. Hardcore. Patty Hearst. Touch. Dominion prequel to Exorcist. Light Sleeper. Adam Resurrected or Forever Mine.
Do Patty Hearst.
Patty Hearst. Okay, good. Interesting choice.
I've not seen it, but I'm interested in your thoughts on it.
Okay, I will watch Patty Hearst and I will be back next week with those thoughts.
Yeah, I want to know more about Patty Hearst. and rather the movie and the person, rather than click on a Wikipedia article, I'll wait until next week, and you'll tell me.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect. Shredder is closed
For now.
All right, now for the main topic of the show. Finally, an hour in. Here we go. We're doing Siobhan, and this was Siobhan's idea. All right, I don't want to do this. No, I'm kidding. This is a good idea.
Yeah. Okay.
Explain it, Siobhan.
Since this was just an intro episode, I didn't think it was polite to have to do one of the categories, and but I didn't want to not have a thing. So what I thought would be good would be to just take a quick look back at our year and talk about our favorite first-time watches of the year, non-2024 movies. Anything made before the year 2024 is eligible.
And at first I'm like, okay, fine. It'll be a short topic. We'll do 5 each and then go home. But looking through my list, I found that, I've seen a lot of great movies for the first time this year. And now we're, because Siobhan suggested it that we do 10, and I was hesitant, no, let's do 5. Siobhan was right. We're doing 10 each. Okay. I've got 10. Siobhan has 10. How do we want to do this? Do we just want to dive in? I forget how we did it last time.
I think we just go one at a time. I don't think we pass off or anything.
How about this? How about I do 5, then you do your 5, the bottom 5, and then I'll do the top 5. Then So let's do it that way.
Let's do it.
Let me start with my 10 through 6. Okay, here we go. This is going to be a last minute decision for me because I'm kind of I have a toss up between 10 and 11.
Yeah, I made a change just a few minutes ago too.
Yeah, what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about. Let's start with this one. This one's a bit. It depends on what I clicked. I clicked on it. Okay, we're talking about this. A Woman Under the Influence.
Ooh,
I saw that for the first time. A Cassavetes. It was between this and It Happened One Night. It Happened One Night is a classic. Holds up. Still funny. I think one of the first romantic comedies. Go see it. A Woman Under the Influence. Not as well known, but I think still like a bona fide like classic. It's especially in terms of like indie filmmaking. I haven't seen too much Cassavetes. I think this may be the second or third Cassavetes I've seen overall. One thing I knew coming into this. I should also mention all the movies I ended up picking. I saw in a theater for the first. I saw in a theater, and it was my first time seeing these movies. So these were all movies I saw in theaters. Thanks to my local movie houses here in Austin. Jenna Rollins, that's who I heard was phenomenal in this. Like, one of the best actresses ever. This is apparently one of her best performances, maybe the best performance. And I was blown away by her in this. One of the best performances I've seen in a movie, period, is Jenna Rollins in A Woman Under the Influence. But 1974, John Cassavetes, it's a classic. I love it. That's my number 10.
I'm not going to bring it up, but I watched my first Cassavetes this year as well. It was Killing of a Chinese Bookie. Liked it a lot.
Yeah. I need to see that. So that's my number 10. Going back to my list, my number 9 is I Drink Your Blood. I Drink Your Blood. Pulling it up now. 1971. Have you heard about this, Siobhan? Have you heard of I Drink Your Blood?
I've heard of I Drink Your Milkshake.
Oh, no, this is different. This is I Drink Your Blood. This was a surprise to me. I saw this during the Alamo Drafthouse horror marathon this past year. They showed 4 mystery movies. We didn't know what they were until they started playing. I don't think I heard of this movie. If I did, it was like
when did it come out? What's the era here?
1971.
Wow.
Directed by David E. Durston. The cast is filled with people. I'm not gonna bother to read through, but they're all listen,
Trust us.
It's
Lots of people.
There's lots of people are in this movie. Trust me, this is a real movie that came out in 1971 that I saw just this past year. Trust me, this is real. Hard to describe, but basically think just a late 60s, early 70s like hippie version of Night of the Living Dead, where this this band of Satanist, drug addicted like hippies go to this very small town and basically get infected with rabies and turn into zombies, and this disease spreads to other people in the town, and we have our heroes at the very end being chased by zombies. It was a surprise to me because I'm like, I didn't know this existed, but this is the type of shit I love. Just homegrown, low budget horror zombie movie with an incredible premise. There are things in this movie that that took me by surprise, and yeah, very, very, very gory, very, very, very horrific, that I didn't expect. So yeah, I Drink Your Blood. That's my number 9. Big discovery of this year for me. My number 8. Ooh, this one I really love. Seance, by Kiyoshi Kurosawa. He also did Pulse, the original Pulse.
This guy is kind of a legend.
Yeah. So this movie, they played this at Terror Tuesday here at the Draft House, and it was one of those Tuesday nights where I had nothing else to do, and I was like, okay, I'll go check this movie out. I don't know much about it at all. I know the same director who did Pulse that I liked did this, so I'll check it out. Yeah, this is like a made-for-TV movie that he did in the year 2000, that has such a great little premise. There's a couple who one is does seances and is connected to like the ghost realm, and the other guy in the relationship, he's a sound designer for like I think a TV show. They're living in this like small like little apartment, and they're talking about maybe finding a better job, or like her getting famous for her seances. And as they talk about the future and getting richer, they come across like a lost girl that apparently she's hired by the police to track, and things happen. It becomes very much like Coen Brothers mixed with like Japanese horror, like J-horror. Imagine like a Coen Brothers J-horror movie. This is it. Yeah, that's as much as I'll say, because I think it's legitimately great, and for those who are able to see it somehow. I don't know where it's available, actually. Hopefully it's on a streamer, but go see Seance. It's a nice little horror movie. That's my number 8. Number 7. Hey, you've heard of this one. Dick. I saw Dick for the first time.
I've heard of Dick.
Yeah. Starring Kirsten Dunst and Michelle Williams. Speaking of Nixon.
About Tricky Dick.
Yeah, speaking of Nixon, Dan Hedaya plays Nixon in this.
This was the first time I'd heard of him.
Yeah.
So this is actually a great coincidence.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Dick is hilarious. I can't believe it took me this long to see Dick. The two leads are so goddamn funny. Kirsten Dunst, Michelle Williams. If you don't know the plot of Dick, the hell are you doing with your life? It takes place during Watergate, and these two girls end up befriending Nixon and getting and end up getting involved in Watergate. So, of course, it's like all fictional, but it takes it very much takes it through the lens of like All the President's Men, and Woodward and Bernstein are in the movie as characters played by like do you know who plays them, Siobhan? Woodward and Bernstein. It is, I'm gonna make sure I get this right, Bruce McCullough from Kids in the Hall. He plays Bernstein.
Okay. Yeah.
And Bob Woodward is played by Will Ferrell. So, yeah. And also Dave Foley is in this, Anna Gasteyer, Harry Shearer, Ryan Reynolds shows up. But yeah, fun movie. I highly recommend it. One of the best of 1999, because no good movies came out that year. that was Dick. And number 6, my final one in this 5, the bottom 5 of my top 10. Secretary. I saw this for the first time this year.
Ooh, Marcelo. Yes.
Yes. I saw this in a theater in New York City at a little place called the Roxy Cinema mid-February on film. So perfect place, perfect time to see this. I've heard through the years like this is like just a sexy movie and it's erotic and just sex. But what I didn't expect was it being like an actual movie with actual things to say. It's darkly funny. Amazing lead performance by Maggie Gyllenhaal and James Spader. Like just James Spader playing James Spader. Like I love that persona on screen. Like him playing the character he plays in like Crash, or The Office, like season 8. Right, that creep. God, Secretary is so good. I didn't expect it to be as funny as it was, but yeah, I was totally on board, and I want to go back and watch it again. I love it so much now. So Secretary, that was my number 6 of my best first times of the year. First timers.
I love Secretary. That was it would have been in my. I think it was in my top 10 watches of last year. Really love Secretary.
Hey,
yes,
I've gone through my 10 to 6 best first time watches of the year. Of movies that are not from 2024.
Mm-hmm.
What I would like from you is your 10 through 6.
Marcelo, I'm so happy that you asked me to do that. There is a little part of me that is a little like, oh, I was liking your list so much. I'm like, oh, I want him to keep going so I can hear the end of it. But I am going to get to mine. We'll talk about my numbers 10 through 6. Number 10, After Hours.
Whoa.
Hitting up some Scorsese that I hadn't seen yet, right?
Yeah.
What a fun time. What a party that film is. It's just a wackadoo comedy.
I love it
to finish. Just a man fumbling his ass trying to get home through these crazy situations. Just one of those great types of movies. I love that type of movie. It's something I wish would get more often. It's fantastic. It's Griffin Dunn, right? The lead. He is. Yeah. He's so good. He's so good. It's so funny. It's such a funny movie. Oh man, great stuff. I would say Scorsese. I'm trying to think. He doesn't necessarily. He carries that fast moving action into some stuff like maybe Casino, but like I'm thinking he doesn't really get it again on this. Man, I almost want like he doesn't really go back to comedy really until like Wolf of Wall Street, unless I'm wrong, not thinking of something.
Yeah, I mean it depends how funny.
Great at it.
It depends how funny you think like Goodfellas is. That's kind of funny.
Yeah,
but,
of course. Well, you think I'm funny?
I mean, there's an entire scene asking if you think the movie's funny, right? Laughing at me.
That was Martin Scorsese asking the audience. And there were every movie theater that played in was rigged to blow.
If they said no.
We did lose a few movie houses, and a few thousand people, but
not reported as much as like the Temptation of Christ boycotts, but yeah.
Well, okay, my number 9. This is one that I've seen become a recent film Twitter favorite, and
FTF.
I had thought that every time I see it, I'm like, God damn, I want to watch that movie, but I never really had the opportunity until I decided to just look it up on YouTube, and voila, it's uploaded 1 million times, even though the movie's only 5 years old. And popular enough to be getting a sequel very soon. I watched Den of Thieves.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you were talking about it on the Discord, which, by the way, hold on.
Oh, what?
Hold on.
What's that?
If there's a place... Hold on. Let me just start that sentence again. Hold on. You telling me that there's a place I could see you talk about you finding Den of Thieves on YouTube.
Exactly.
Like
right now,
weeks before you mentioned it on the show, right? I can read
just
you
listening to me talk about it after the fact.
But there's a place I could see that actually happening on my phone or desktop or
if you're trying to
app.
talk to me right now, I can't hear you, dude. I'm sorry. But
right.
Where you can talk to me and get that exclusive information first is at the talkfilmsociety.com/discord, talkfilmsociety.com/discord. Beautiful place, beautiful people in there, fun place to talk, active, really genuinely love it, well curated.
Yeah, we do good work over there. Siobhan does good. Siobhan does most of the work over there.
Talk about awards, talk about film, talk about whatever you want, video games, music. I don't care.
I don't give a shit.
I don't fucking give a shit. Just come talk, and it's a fun place. It really is a fun place. Anyway, Den of Thieves.
So you were talking on Discord about seeing links for that, which is surprising. Movie's not that old.
It's not that old, and I was seeing like 1080p, great high quality rips that have been up for 2 years.
It's insane. Okay, I don't know what's going on
insane.
over there. Anyway,
you try to look up movies from like the fucking 70s that nobody's heard of, and they get taken down off of YouTube, and there's nothing there. But Den of Thieves, something 6 years old, relatively popular, getting a sequel.
You're telling me I can't find The Devils, Ken Russell's The Devils, which is notoriously hard to find. I can't find that like on YouTube, or even 28 Days Later. Well, I guess now like Sony, has the rights to it. But you tell me 28, it's easier to find Den of Thieves than like notoriously harder to find movies.
Generally, if you're not like great at torrenting like me, like I don't know how to do that stuff. Genuinely, I'm an idiot. But like, it is always, if you can't find a movie, it is always worth at least trying YouTube, because every now and then it'll work. Okay, Den of Thieves. Fucking awesome movie, man. God.
It's fun.
It is like the best heist movie I've seen.
Ever?
Since Heat, maybe?
Okay. Yeah.
Like genuinely, like it's Den of Thieves and Heat in my mind. And then like Oceans. Like it is so fucking intense and good. The characters, the performance, I give a shit about those characters. The performances are amazing. Pablo Schreiber as the leader, I wasn't sold at first, but like he ended up absolutely killing it. Gerard Butler as this hard-ass, badass cop who fucking sucks, is an asshole piece of shit. God, he's amazing. Chugging Pepto-Bismol. God, that may be the best Gerard Butler. Definitely up there. And, Gerard Butler, man, that is a guy. Man, he is an actor. And Den of Thieves, you are getting some hell of a Gerard Butler. Great stuff. I could not recommend it more. I was absolutely gripped from end to end. Really amazing shit.
I don't ask which ends, but yeah, I like that movie a lot. I'm eager to rewatch it right before watching Den of Thieves 2, Pantera.
I'm so excited I'm so excited that there's a sequel.
Yeah.
A new gang of thieves to bully and then kill. Okay, number 8. Number 8. I actually have like the sticker I got in my first ever Criterion order, like the sticker that's like your order summary or whatever inside the box.
Uh-huh.
I placed that on my box, or on my door. I placed that sticker on my door. And among those first 4 films, La Ventura, I can't quite see it. I think Mulholland Drive, Sallow, I think, and then 4th one, House.
Hey, House.
Or Houseu if you must. Yes, House. Finally saw it. I know it's a favorite of many of my friends. Tara, it's like probably one of her favorite films ever. This movie rocks. Like, it really does live up to its reputation. It is this wild, psychedelic, funkadelic, ride through this crazy haunted house, with this filmmaking style that is like It is unrivaled. The creativity, fun. They are having a blast doing this weird stuff. Some of it I can't even figure out how they've done. You know, like it's creatively, it blows 90% of other movies out of the water. You know, like it is just a powerhouse on a creative level. And what I said about it on my Letterboxd thing when I logged it is like it feels like a glimpse of the future that we never got. Like it feels like somebody was like really cutting edge doing these crazy things, and it felt like somebody should have followed this in their footsteps. And I don't think there's anything like House that's ever been made since. Anything quite like it anyway. House. I didn't think it would live up to the hype. It did.
Yeah, I love House. I gotta rewatch it. It's been a few years since I've seen it, but every time I watch it, I'm just so surprised at just how, you know, I'll make this comparison. It's such a huge swing of a movie. You know, I can compare it to. It's not the same level, but in the same range, like Hundreds of Beavers. Just like, let's do the craziest shit we can with the budget we have. Just be as imaginative as possible. I love seeing that on screen, and House does it better than I think any movie, really, in that realm.
Yeah. Number 7. I'm playing the Indiana Jones game right now, starring Troy Baker, doing an incredible interpretation of Harrison Ford, who stars in The Fugitive.
Whoa!
One of his most famous roles. Fugitive, insane thriller. Like, just the definition of a thriller. Totally lived up to all of the hype. It rocks. It fucking rocks. And like all the like pop culture stuff over the years that I've seen of it, like it's, yeah, I understand why. I think I might have even, speaking of the show, I might have picked up a few goldies if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, a few GGs,
a few
Oscs.
Oscs.
They got one Osc for sure for Mr. Two-Face himself.
Jones,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. He won?
Tommy Lee Jones is amazing. Harrison Ford's amazing. Great movie, so cool. Number 6. This was something we talked about. This is a movie I watched for this show last year for our Best Animated Films episode. So I'm not going to get really into it. But we watched Spirited Away for that episode. And even, 9-10 months later, it is still held very highly in my head. It is one of the classics of all time in the realm of animation. Animation's a tough thing for me, and to get into, to hold in high regard, and I absolutely do with Spirited Away. This was a beautiful movie.
Yeah, okay. Beautiful. Yeah. So that's your 10 through 6.
That is my stuff. And Marcel, I'm thinking about taking this baton here and handing it back to you.
Wow.
And do with it what you will.
Okay. Well, why don't I just beat you to death with it? No, I'm joking. My number 5. Best first time watches, non-2024. We're going to go with another realm, another dimension. Going to go with From Beyond from 1986. Stuart Gordon. The cast. Let's see. You got Jeffrey Combs, Barbara Crampton. Holy hell. Reunion.
That's all you need for a movie, man. Those two.
That's it. Director.
Bam, I'm in.
So Stuart Gordon, he directed Reanimator, one of my favorite horror movies of all time.
Yeah.
And those two cast members also in Reanimator, they come back for From Beyond. I had my hopes high for this, watching this for the first time in a theater on 35mm, and it met my expectations. I'm like, yes, I love this shit. This is classic 80s.
This is classic shit.
Classic shit. Classic 80s horror, purple light, just slimy, goopy movie. Got a sexy Barbara Crampton. So From Beyond is cool. Have you seen From Beyond, Siobhan?
God, I don't I have the faintest idea that like I feel like I saw it through The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs. But I think I might be confusing it with something else plus Reanimator, which I did see through it. So I don't think I've seen From Beyond.
They played maybe Castle Freak, and I get those confused. I get Castle Freak and From Beyond confused. I haven't seen Castle Freak yet, but I have seen From Beyond. It's fun. If you love Reanimator, if you love like Stuart Gordon, then
I'm very into this.
And you haven't seen it yet, you got to see it. It's a Vinegar Syndrome release. I managed to get that I think a year or two ago, back when I had money to spend on Vinegar Syndrome releases. So yeah, but I was excited to see it on the big screen for the first time. So yeah, great movie, very goopy. From Beyond, that's my number 5. Number 4. This was a huge blind spot for me that I cleared up, and I still need to see more of this filmmaker's films. I've loved what I've seen so far. It's Female Trouble by John Waters.
Oh wow!
I saw this for the first time this year. What can I say about Female Trouble? It's a John Waters movie. It's beautiful, campy trash. It was incredible to see in a theater. The fact that a movie like that was made and became like what it was, like a cultural moment, and now it's 50 years later, because this came out in 1974. It still, I think, holds that power as like should we be seeing this? Is this allowed? But God, it's John Waters. I need to see more John Waters. I own more John Waters than Criterion. I bought some of his movies like on VOD, like on iTunes, that I need to watch. But yeah, I just need to sit down and watch more, because from what I've seen so far, because I've seen Cecil B. Demented, I've seen Female Trouble, and I think I've seen one other one. But no, he is a huge blind spot for me.
I've seen Crybaby and Hairspray. I think that's it.
Let's zip through these last 3 for me. Okay.
Yeah, top 3, not important.
Top 3, who gives a shit? Number 3 is one I just saw a few days ago.
Wow.
I brought up Ken Russell just a few minutes ago.
Wow.
If I didn't cut it out, I brought up Ken Russell's The Devils.
Wow.
And I love The Devils. I haven't seen too much Ken Russell. This is a huge blind spot overall, not just a Ken Russell movie, but like a huge blind spot that I've always wanted to see. It's Altered States, starring William Hurt. Written, apparently, I didn't know this, by Patty Chayefsky, writer of Network. This is a fucking weird movie. Siobhan, do you know anything about Altered States?
No. First time I'd ever heard of it was when you said you were going to the theater in the talkfilmsociety.com/Discord to see it. Yeah.
This needs to be... I've said this already for like pretty much every other movie on this list, right? But this is the one that I think needs to have a moment, because I think it's not as well known. It's not as like widely discussed as like other like classic 80s, genre horror movies, right? This needs to be in the conversation, right? And I think the problem is like it doesn't have. I think at this point it doesn't have like a good physical media release. I don't think. I'll look it up. Anyway, William Hurt plays a guy who loves getting drugged up or being in those water tanks, the sensory deprivation water tanks. Yes. Like he finds every way possible that a human can hallucinate, because he becomes obsessed with hallucinating into crossing over into what he sees as a realm, into like another dimension, like trying to find God or meaning, and he does that by hallucinating. Like he takes like peyote at one point. Like it's a trip, literally. Like for the first half.
Talk to the Flatliners.
And then things take turns that I didn't expect. That I thought, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a movie about a guy just like tripping balls, and we'll see the hallucinations and it'll look cool. No,
it kills a kid, like shoots him.
It's I don't even know what to
Crashes
say.
a plane, it's wild stuff.
It's a fucking weird movie. Hey, Altered States? It is on Blu-ray. You can find
Snowboards down from the top of Mount Everest all the way to the bottom.
Warner Brothers.
That's possible, but he did it.
Warner Brothers put out a Blu-ray, so you can buy that for $16 on Amazon. But no, I think it should be a well-known movie. It is. I can compare it to.
He finds the cursed treasure of Amon-Ra. Like, just wild stuff.
I can compare it to the hallucinogenics focused.
He assassinates the president in the White House. He walks in. They let him walk in. It doesn't. It's so weird.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm making up things that he does. You say,
okay.
It goes in weird directions.
Yeah, no. When he walks into the White House and shoots the president in the head, I did not expect that. For a second there, I thought you were talking about the beekeeper. Which wait. Have you seen the beekeeper?
Wait, what?
Wait, hold on.
Does he kill the president in the beekeeper?
No. Take it back.
What?
No. Anyway.
Oh my god.
See Altered States. I was going to say it reminds me of like Head by the Monkees. Which, if you haven't seen Head by the Monkees,
Combine that with Dick, maybe.
Okay, let's move on. That was my number 3, I think. Go back to the list. Let's zip through this fucking thing. Number 2, Existenz.
Oh, cool.
By David Cronenberg. This is. I said this in my Letterboxd review that I reread last night. It's. Hold on, I'll read you the review. I have it right here. 2 1999 films deal with a sci-fi future where human beings plug into a virtual reality indistinguishable from the real world, but only one features Jennifer Jason Leigh licking her finger and sticking it in a bioport hole located in Jude Law's back. Yeah, so this is a hell of a 1999 movie with the same themes as The Matrix, but it's a body horror David Cronenberg movie. I love it. It's exactly what you think it is, but there's no denying it's Cronenberg, and it's him just having a ball and like exploring the themes he's been exploring all his life. So it was a great discovery for me in that I didn't expect much of it. I haven't heard too many people talk about it. I just thought, oh, it has to be a lesser Cronenberg since nobody is raving about it, but I'm raving about it. I love Existenz. So yeah, that's my number 2. And also, hey, I'll also say this: it talks about video games in a way that hasn't totally aged well, but kind of smart to talk about what it talks about, like in 1999, if that makes sense. But yeah, because if you don't know the plot, I'll just say it quickly. Jude Law plugs into a virtual reality video game and becomes an avatar in this world that feels like the real world, and hijinks ensue. So that is my number 2, and my number 1. It's a movie. It's the only movie this year I saw for the first time and gave 5 out of 5 right away. Like, it just took one watch to realize this is a perfect movie. It's Robert Altman's 1977 film starring Shelley Duvall and Sissy Spacek. It's 3 Women.
This is one of my criterions I own and have not watched. So
yeah,
you're giving me juiced here, Marcelo.
I don't know if it was just it must have been the time, the place, my mood, just what I wanted from a movie at on this day. But I love Persona, the Bergman Persona. Right, from I forget what year that came out, early 60s, I think. And I love Mulholland Drive, right? 2001, David Lynch, right? The bridge in between those is 3 women. It's like I can see the progression of like the themes of exploration of self and I guess women and how they see each other. Also directed by men. You got Bergman, you got Altman, you got Lynch, like looking at women in this way. But they all kind of say the same thing. They all kind of rhyme with each other. And I don't know how much of it was intentional. Like I don't know how much of like how much Altman saw Bergman and kind of that influenced him, or how much Lynch saw Bergman and Altman and that influenced his work later on in Mulholland Drive, especially. But yeah, it's that type of movie for me. It deals with these themes that I'm just so obsessed with, and yeah, that's it. That's Three Women. That was my biggest discovery of the year. That was my 5 out of 5 watch of a movie not of 2024. That's it. That's my list. Siobhan?
Marcelo, thank you very much.
I want to know right now, as we cross the 2-hour mark in this episode, and we still have another 2 or 3 segments to go. What is your
long ones too?
This is the longest one we've ever done,
and it will be the longest one we do.
Okay, Siobhan,
I promise you.
What is your top 5 best
top 5
first time watches non-2024 movies?
Okay, well, talked about it earlier. Number 5. I literally watched it a week ago. It is one of the most recent movies I saw. The Act of Killing. I'm not going to say this about too many movies at all. I think this should be kind of mandated viewing. I think you have to see this movie. I think it has just everything to teach us about human nature. The cruelty, how and why. I've never seen it portrayed. I've never seen that answer, or that question answered. You will get the answer from this movie. You need to see The Act of Killing. Everybody needs to see this movie. And I will not say that about any other movie. You need to see The Act of Killing. Number 4, we watched this for our Southland Tales show and talked about it there. But it really stuck with me. It's 1930, 1920. Freaks. About a freak show, like a circusy freak show. Performers, cast real performers who had like gigantism or little people that had deformities, like real freak show performers in this film. And I was afraid this is going to be some like really hateful movie. It is not. It loves these people. It treats them like real human beings. Like it's not even like glowing praise on these people. No, they're complicated people. Some of them are assholes. Some of them are really nice. But they build this community with each other because they've been outcast from the rest of society, and this is what they have to do. And they get taken advantage of by the quote unquote normal people. And they end up getting their revenge in the end, and it's great. It's a really fun film to watch. It's really dramatic, cute, fun, heartbreaking at times. It's great stuff. Holds up today, now more than ever. We need movies that are this bold, that will use actors like this. These people exist. There's no way these people only existed in 1932 or whatever the hell. Like, they have to still exist. Number 3. I love this for a very similar reason to why I love Freaks. So in September and October, I was only doing horror movies, and I cleared up some blind spots. I finished off the Alien franchise. I finished off the Predator franchise, the movies I hadn't seen. I finished off the Texas Chainsaw franchise. And I think I did some filmmakers too, like Rob Zombie. I had not seen Rob Zombie's 31. I didn't expect dick from this movie. I really thought this would be bad. This is the one that I hear the least about, and every time I hear anything, it is negative. And I don't know what the fuck people are talking about. I found the world in 31. for a similar reason to Freaks. Like, it's this traveling carny show of like these really unpleasant assholes, you know, that are like kind of, they don't fit into regular society, but they are not bad people. They love each other. They care about each other. And that, even though they're very crass and rude, like they found their people, and they hold on to them and they cherish them. And they are forced through this maze of horrors where they have to like do battle with characters like Sexhead and these two clowns with chainsaws. Some of them start dying, and like with each death it hits, you feel it. The other characters, like nobody's life is tossed off. Everybody feels like they are given the honor that like life deserves. They are every death. The last time we ever see the character, we pause on a freeze frame of them. And I think that freeze frame is there for us to contemplate the loss of a human life at the hands of, these people that seem fucked up, but really they are being puppeteered by Malcolm McDowell up in his ivory tower dressed up like a 18th century like English aristocrat, just playing his fun little game, betting millions of dollars on these people's lives. And Richard Brake, whew, holy hell, what a sadistic, fucked up, amazing performance. Man, what a villain, what a performance. I like Rob Zombie. He is potentially, after finishing up his filmography, which is, in my eyes, almost spotless. The only problem is this animated movie that's really terrible. But his other films are like, you know, 9s and 10s. And then that animated movie is like a 3 or 4. Man, I don't know. I think there's no better director at showing humanity than Rob Zombie. I truly don't think anybody does it better. Especially in the horror space. Yeah, 31. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I loved it. Marcel, I'm guessing you saw it and hated it.
Never seen it.
I bet you'll hate it if you do see it. All right, number 2. Winner of Talk Film Society's Best Picture of the Year 2023, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Whoa. Yeah, because you technically saw it in 24.
Technically saw it this year.
Yeah, but it's a 23 movie. Okay. Yeah.
So like, I don't want to talk about it too much, but like, god damn, what a grand sweeping production.
Yeah.
Just on this insane scale that I don't think we fully appreciated. Unbelievable performances across the board, harrowing, scary, fucked up movie, but with so much heart, so much life. Scorsese, this is the second time he's on my list. This man's unstoppable. This man's a beast in the filmmaking realm. Man.
2 Scorseses in one list?
2 Scorks, one list. And yeah, he's just, it's him showing culpability for, like, him. He's just, I don't want to talk too much. Killer of the Flower Moon's amazing. I should have won everything last year. My number 1.
This is exciting.
Yeah. My number 1 is Tarsem Singh's The Fall.
Oh.
I had a weird experience with this movie. So, okay, I saw The Cell, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, and I fell in love with it. I just absolutely adored it. The vision, the visuals, the performances, the humanity. That's what I love. That's my top 5, 6 in a nutshell. Is like people that really tap into the core of humanity, and do it creatively, and do it in their themes, not just their writing. They actually follow through with it in their filmmaking. And I felt that through The Cell. Just some unbelievable visuals. And I knew about The Fall. The Fall was a movie that I had always loved the cover. The cover always drew me to it, but I never rented it from a movie gallery when I was a kid. And I have thought about The Fall because of that cover of the DVD in the movie gallery. I have thought about that movie for decades. And over a decade and a half. And after I saw The Cell and became so in love with this man, I could not find The Fall. The Fall was not available. And I mentioned already, I don't know how to torrent. And The Fall's just not up on YouTube, like Den of Thieves. So I thought I wasn't going to see The Fall until it inevitably did get like a 4K release, which did happen this year. But I actually saw it earlier than that. I saw it earlier in the year. Out of the blue, my friend asks me if I wanted to watch The Fall with her. And I was like, whoa, oh, yes, okay, we're going to watch the movie? Fuck yeah. And we watched it over Discord together. Now, that friend was also my ex. And we were just friends. We'd already broken up. We were friends now. But, I still had some feelings and stuff. And watching that movie with my ex, that was an intense experience. Unlike any other movie experience I've really ever had. Just absolutely full on sobbing for the last 30, 40 minutes of this intensely beautiful, again, grand sweeping production. Like, I have to assume it wasn't even that high of a budget, and they make it look like $1 billion fucking bucks. Like, holy hell, it looks beautiful. Tarsem Singh's Mind. I'm so glad that this movie's getting re-released, getting that 4K on Mubi. It deserves it. I think it is such a beautiful, romantic, heartbreaking story and resilient story. I found the world in it. I adored it. Lee Pace, number one.
Incredible. The Fall. If we made a list, or if I just made a list, because let's be honest, it's a me list. If I made a list of movies that I've seen before, but I saw for the first time in a theater this year, that'd be maybe number one, The Fall, because I'd seen it before, like on DVD. Because my ex back then was like, I think this was her favorite movie, The Fall. So I saw him like, oh, it's good. I can see why it's your favorite. Yeah. Cut to this year. Yeah, for the re-release for the 4K restoration, I went, saw it in the theater, was blown away. Like, it looks amazing. It's better than I remember. It's beautiful. I'm glad I got this restoration. I'm glad people are seeing it now that had seen it, that haven't had a chance to see it in a proper format restoration. And yeah, it's on Mubi. So check it out, folks. Mubi. The Fall. That's it. Hey, we're done, right? Oh, one episode. Siobhan, good job.
Whew, yeah.
Let's get out of here.
We have just wrapped up our picks. And
all right, let's pack it up. So plugs. Where can the people listening find?
Hold on. I'm remembering something.
Huh? Wait. What?
You mentioned this earlier.
What are you talking about?
You mentioned this earlier.
You mentioned
this place.
This place. Nicole Kidman, AMC. This place where we come for movies.
It's similar to that, but it's the talkfilmsociety.com/discord.
Huh? Yeah. What about
talkfilmsociety.com/discord?
Yeah,
well,
sure.
Marcelo, I went up. I took my sweet little ass up in there into our Talk Awards channel.
Okay.
And I asked everybody there.
Wait a second. No way.
If they would give us their top 5 films, the first time watches of the year.
What?
And
what?
I've got responses to read off from so many fucking people.
And is it a lot?
Do it.
Gonna read them all?
And we're gonna do it. We're gonna read them all because that's the promise.
Yeah. But by the way, I asked the same question to the people on our Blue Sky account and Twitter.
I was wondering if you were going to bring those in too.
I'm not going to bring those in. I appreciate everybody who responded, but the fact that there are so many from the Discord, I want to prioritize the Discord responses. That's my goal here. We're gonna focus on the Discord, and if you want to be a part of it, again, I appreciate you responding on Blue Sky and Twitter, but if you want the guarantee of your answers being read on the show, well, not guarantee. It's we have the right to not say all of them, right?
Come on. That's the whole part. That's the whole promise. That's the whole gimmick.
But if it just depends, right? I have the right.
This
to
is
say,
a long episode because we got a lot to talk about because we are catching up, right? We're catching.
No. But
I think in the future things will shorten down a little bit.
Maybe, yeah. But there's a better chance of your answer being read on air if you just respond in the Discord. That's what I'm saying. But yes, let's get into it because let's try to make this a 2.5 hour episode, not a 3 hour episode. So let's get to it.
Come on. Okay, our first responder is somebody I have never seen talk in the Discord before. But goddamn, were they waiting for this one?
Yeah.
It is Football in Tuxedos. Straight through the uprights with Sound of Metal, great movie, Harry and Tonto, Cat Ballou, and Breaking Away for my podcast, and The Daughter of the Dawn for someone else's. Okay, this person has a podcast. Congrats.
Congrats
and
to
someone
them,
else
yeah.
has a podcast too. Congrats to them.
Yeah.
And Sound of Metal's great. Joey, our animation friend. Joey Hamilton.
Who I saw in person this
man.
past year.
You met him in person, yeah. You kissed him, right?
Right on the mouth, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, he says blah, 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 a bunch of shit. Okay. Moonstruck, Mulholland Drive, The Devils. What? Marcelo.
What? I just mentioned, hey, this is the third Ken Russell mention.
The Devils, you say?
The Devils, yeah, amazing movie.
Terms of Endearment, not for me. An American Werewolf in London. I used to love that movie too.
And then what happened? No, let's not get into it.
And then Joey. I guess we'll sort this out when he comes on the animated. He's going to be on our best animated episode. I think we can say
Fingers
that. He
crossed.
was on last year. He's been a great. He's a real vanguard for animation. He knows fucking everything about it.
Yeah.
We will talk about him probably off mic. Talk to him off mic about this. He gives us a bonus top 5.
No, Joey, what are you doing? Come on.
He gives us broadcast news, Speed, which you can hear our commentary of, Jerry Maguire, Point Break, and The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. All right. Thanks. He didn't even special. Which Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, come on, Joey. Get it together.
Not the Who's Tommy Marinara. Host of Double Edge Double Bill. Nope. Host of Cinema to the Leather. One of the Leather Boys. In no particular order, he says, A Matter of Life and Death, 1946. Margaret,
Classic.
2011. I need to see Margaret for a long time.
Me too. I need to see that.
Wings of Desire, 1997, a remake.
Oh.
The Way of the Dragon, 1972. Deja Vu, 2006, a fave from the best Tony Scott's.
Amazing. Classic.
Good stuff, Tommy. You know what? I usually razz you. I got nothing bad to say here, asshole.
Thomas, you're in the lead right now. You're in the first position.
Number 1, yes. Sky65Z. Catch Me If You Can. Ooh, yeah.
Whoa.
The Holdovers. No. Beetlejuice. When Harry Met Sally. And The Omen. Certainly some classics on there. A couple.
Classics.
Rossaroni. Ross Weaver. Metal Gear Ross. He says, number 1, Manhunter. First one with a ranked list. Number 1, Manhunter, 1986. Number 2, The Equalizer 2014. Interesting. Number 3, Mission Impossible. Okay. Am I Dead Reckoning 2023? I believe he means Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning.
Yeah.
And I would say part 1, but I think they've taken that off officially.
I don't know if they have. Well, yeah. Anyway, we don't need to go deep into this.
Okay, number 4, A Haunting in Venice 2022. I like that movie. Number 5, Sicario. I love that movie. It's a great one.
Oh, yeah. Good movie. Solid list.
Jared McMillan, potential person you might hear from later. Michael Clayton, On Golden Pond. Melvin and Howard, +1. Teen Titans Go to the movies.
Oh, yeah.
Then we had some Teen Titans Go to the movies shit.
They talked about, that Teen Titans Go to the movies is amazing. I saw that at a screening where I was like, why am I here? It was a press screening. I was invited and no expectations, and I was blown away by it. Very funny movie.
Zephyr, Fly Away Awed by Zephyr. Number 1, The Chant of Jimmy Blacksmith, 1978. Number 2, The Zone of Interest, 2023. Number 3, The Roaring Twenties, 1939. Number 4, Akari XV1, 1963. Number 5, Tar. And they also provide us a short list of 19 movies. Apocalypse Now, theatrical, Akari XB1.
Don't read the 19 movies. Stop reading. Keep going.
I'm not going to read that. Thank you, Zephyr. Friend of the site, Sam Shot First. Sam Van Haren, friend of the site. Number 1, Tokyo Drifter. Don't like that movie.
You don't like
Number
Tokyo
2,
Drifter?
I don't like Tokyo Drifter. I thought it was fine. I don't know. Number 2, Lone Star. Number 3, Serpico. Number 4, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Number 5, Southland Tales. Also, I watched Godzilla -1 and Boy and the Heron for the first time. Wait. Let's back up here. Number 5, Southland Tales.
Whoa!
We know that movie.
Yeah. Do you think Sam saw it because of us? Because we host a Southland Tales show?
I guarantee it. Mastermind, past host of the Southland Tale, past guest of the Southland Tales show, Andrew Cook.
Let him.
Number 5, these are Russian words. So whatever that says, or Loss of Feeling, 1935. Number 4, Universal Soldier, Day of Reckoning, 2012.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Number 3, Joe, 2013. That's a good movie. Number 2, some Russian shit again, or The Ascent, 1977. Number 1, The People's Joker, 2022. Okay, if you want to do that, that's fine. You're not technically wrong, Andrew, so I'll let it slide.
I mean,
why be a stickler?
We'll talk about it as the season progresses. In depth.
Yeah. Sam Shot First says Day of Reckoning rocks. I believe that our friend of the site means Universal Soldier Day of Reckoning rocks. M. Schindler, Mike Schindler, your co-host on Soderbergh Manifesto. Formerly Soderbergh 3333.
Nope. 28. That's why I changed the name.
Number 1, Fruitvale Station. I did love that movie at the time. It's nice to hear that it's still good.
Yeah.
Number 2, The China Syndrome. Number 3, American Fiction. I like that too. Number 4, Money Train.
Whoa, there's a plane and there's a train?
Yeah, I've heard of the Money Plane. We talked about it with our friend Marty in a commentary on the patreon.com/talkfilmsociety. Crazy. Number 5, The Silent Partner.
Solid.
Something I wish Marcelo was.
Hey.
ODST Spartan 55X. What's up, bro? They say, number 5, The Conversation. Number 4,
classic.
The Insider. Number 3, Michael Clayton.
Another Michael Clayton. This is the second Michael Clayton.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? I think I saw Michael Clayton for the first time this year, too.
And you didn't put it on your list? What's wrong with you?
I thought it was good.
Hey.
Didn't hit me like everybody else it hits, I guess.
Wait, I've told you this story before. I'll tell it real quick. I hated that movie when it came out. The first time I saw it, Michael Clayton. It took me like 3 or 4 years to come around to it. So I don't blame anybody for not thinking it's like 5 out of 5 right off the gate.
I might need another watch, honestly.
Yeah.
That is the sense that I got. Number 2, Thief. They're ripping it apart. They're destroying it with that remaster right now.
God damn it, those blue colors.
Number 1, Manhunter.
Ooh, a lot of Michael Mann.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
That's 3 Michael Manns. Yeah.
Zephyr. She provides her worst 5.
We don't need to read this.
I told her I would read it.
Okay.
Number 1, Lesbian Vampire Killers, 2009. Number 2, Babes in Arms, 1939. Number 3, The Ladies' Man, 1961. Number 4, Hill 24 Doesn't Answer, 1955. Number 5, Wish, 2023. I have nothing to say about any of this. Although I do know The Ladies' Man, not that Ladies' Man, not the Jerry Lewis one. I know the other Ladies' Man. I'm stalling as I scroll to find more people who gave us their answers. Like R.J. McCready took time off from the Arctic to type up, not in order, Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry, Undeclared War, The Guns of Navarone, Walk on the Wide Side. Walk on the Wide Side? Is that Wild Side, right? Okay, sorry. I'm not trying to make fun here. Summer Stock. And also he talks about Ingrid Bergman. Great. Noah Thompson. Freaked. 1993. This guy's a freak, Noah. I know this fucking guy. Kabikushi Kabigam, 2001. Ravenous, 1999. House of Flying Daggers, 2004. Harlan County, USA, 1976. And his favorite TV show was Moral Whirl.
Yeah, Walk on the Wild Side is a movie. Walk on the Wide Side is not a movie. So R.J. McReady, that's a foul.
That's the porn parody.
Yeah. Walk on the Wide Side. Yeah. Brendan,
top 5 first times viewings. He doesn't count 2023 either. This motherfucker. Mm-hmm, Lady Snowblood. The Insider.
Another The Insider.
Yeah, I really need to see that movie. The Godfather Part 2. Missing a colon there, pal. The Wicker Man. Isn't there a colon? Maybe I'm not. Dragon Ball Super. Superhero. Okay.
There is no colon in The Godfather Part 2.
I'm an asshole. Cool J-Ma.
Foul on Siobhan.
Cool J-Ma, alphabetically, says Black Swan. Bringing Out the Dead. There's a Marty, a great one. May. Silence. Another Marty.
Scorsese.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Nice. Good.
And I believe our last respondent here is John K. Nicholson.
Yeah.
Jackie Brown, number 1.
Amazing.
Number 2, Michael Clayton.
Michael Clayton's the winner.
This guy's all over the damn place. Number 3.
Yeah.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers, 1978. But Marcelo, you're going to kill yourself when you hear this one.
Oh, fuck.
Number 4, The Devils.
No.
It's The Devils. What the hell is this? Why's everybody talking about this movie?
The Devils is in it's in the conversation now. All right, The Devils. So we have to do next episode. We have to scrap whatever we're planning, and we have to do the Devils commentary. So stay tuned, folks. The Devils commentary coming up.
Sure. Number 5, Sorcerer, which I've also similarly heard a lot about. Now, Marcelo, we're not done. I know you want to be done. We're not.
I really want to be done, Siobhan.
I went to a different Discord. Maybe this is the only time we ever do this, but I did go to a different Discord, and I said the Hollywood Handbook Discord, and I love those people there. They're my best friends, my only friends.
Okay, it's a bit hurtful. I mean, Talk Film Society Discord is right there, so.
You heard some of those answers. Okay. Lovely Lexi Zananetti. She says, Dead Poets Society by Veer. She even gives us a director last name. House. Obayashi. House was in my top 8.
Nice.
Prometheus. Scott. I told her to watch that. The Last Temptation of Christ. Scorsese.
Oh, Scorsese.
Wizards by Bakshi. I don't have Blu-ray of that. I haven't watched it. Edgar Allan Iverson, George, former host of Best Little Horror House in Philly. That show has been canceled.
Oh, man.
By the woke left.
Yeah, got him.
He says, Last House on Dead End Street. Sallow, I believe he means Sallow or 120 Days of Sodom, which was in my top 15. Ninja Scroll and Black Velvet. And he also says non-sicko flicks include The Last Temptation of Christ and 2046. I would say The Last Temptation of Christ is a sicko pick.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And Stookman. Remember him? Remember Stookman?
Stookman. I remember. Yeah.
Stookman.
Thank God. I tried to talk Siobhan.
Aren't these names coming back? Now you know.
But now I'm hearing them and I'm like, yeah, this take me back to 1 year ago when I heard Stookman's
hearing these same names. Yeah.
Name for the first time. Yeah.
And one of these might excite you. Okay. He says quite on. He says your name 2016. My name.
No.
Body Heat, 1981. My cousin Vinny, he just give us a movie, man. Like he's telling me to read my name, and he's talking about his cousin. Like, what the fuck? And then Marcelo, he watched Pulse 2001, which you saw was one of your top 10, right? Or I mean, the movie by that guy was in your top 10.
Yeah. Although I may have seen Pulse this year. Hold on, let me pull that up.
Oh, really? I'm gonna be honest. I didn't love Pulse. But
a reason why we said let's do 10 first time watches is because I had a top 40 to begin with of just movies I saw for the first time in theaters. So
just in theaters, wow.
Just in theaters. Pulse is on that list of 40. I did see Pulse for the first time in April, and then I saw Seance in September. So yeah, I saw 2 of those directors' movies in 1 year.
Okay, Richard Gere Solid. You definitely remember that one.
Yeah, that one's a good one. All right, we're back.
Because of our biggest laugh of the year last year.
We're back. Richard Gere Solid.
Richard Gere Solid. After the Storm. Ocean's 11.
Oh.
Coraline. Oh yeah, you like that Soderbergh guy, don't you?
I love Soderbergh.
Meek's Cutoff. And Take Shelter. I'm surprised I haven't seen Take Shelter, but I haven't. I believe that's all. I believe that's everybody from the Hollywood Handbook Discord. If you want to get in there, I don't care. Figure it out. If you want to get in the Talk Film Society Discord, you go to talkfilmsociety.com/Discord. Talkfilmsociety.com/Discord, or just ask any of us for a link. We'll give it to you. We'll
Absolutely
give it to you. And then Marcelo, I guess we're done, right? I mean, there's nobody else to go to, right?
No, that's it. We've read everything.
Surely there's nowhere else to go.
We've done all the segments we need to do. Oh, right? Wait.
Oh, there's surely nobody else to give us their favorite first-time watches of the year, right?
Oh, wait a second. I think I know what's happening.
Surely nobody.
Okay, wait a second.
We're not going to have any famous filmmakers give us theirs.
You've got something up your sleeve here, Siobhan. Have a last-minute surprise that I didn't know about. This is the December surprise.
This is my famous December surprise.
Yeah, it happens every December. Siobhan, what is it? Who is it? What's going on?
Screen Slate. Screen Slate asked a whole shitload of people. We got filmmakers, we got critics, we got writers, we got the hoi polloi of society, right? And they asked people like Sean Baker, right? Like, come on. Radu
Nora.
Jude.
Yeah.
Do not expect too much from the end of the world. Vera Drew, our friend. Second best friend, even. Pedro Almodovar. Come on.
Whoa.
Yeah, right? So you want to hear a few of these, right? We don't have to do all of them, but there's a few of them. Barry Jenkins.
So, okay, I want to hear at least two.
Payne.
I want to hear Vera Drew's.
We're going to hear Vera Drew's. That's a given.
And I want to hear Sean Baker's.
We hear Sean Baker's. Okay.
Okay.
Let me find Sean Baker.
Yeah. Control F, Baker.
Sean Baker says, Sick of Myself by Christopher Borgley, 2022. Baby Blood, Elaine Robach, 1990. The Plot Against Harry, Michael Romer, 1969. This guy has seen everything, huh? Limbo, Soy Chang, 2023. This guy's so smart. The Mad Heart, Jean-Gabriel Albicoco, 1970. This fucker. Sex Apocalypse, Carlos Azuret and Sergio Bergonzelli, 1982. Sex Apocalypse, a.k.a. Marcelo's Saturday Nights.
Okay,
Airdoll.
Jesus Christ.
Airdoll, a.k.a. Marcelo's Saturday Nights. Hirokazu Koreeda, 2009. Brigade of Death, Max Picas, 1985.
Marcelo's Saturday Night.
Bona.
Marcelo's Saturday Night.
Lino Brock in 1980. The Sensuous Nurse.
Yeah, this fucking horn dog.
You made an aura, right? Nello Rosati, 1975. Hollywood 90028. The Scavengers, North Dallas 40, Killer Nun, Twilight. Have not heard of a single one of those. And that's what I want from Sean Baker, everybody.
Thanks, Sean Baker. And now let's get to the good stuff.
Yeah, okay. So you picked Sean Baker. I want to hear Almodovar. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
He says, We Won't Grow Old Together. 1972, Maurice Pialat. That was Pedro Almodovar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pedro.
Okay, now let us find our second best friend, Vera Drew. Marcelo and I are each other's best friends, but Vera Drew is our collective second best friend.
It's a bit.
Vera Drew looks like she just gave her whole ass top, her 20 best movies she saw this year. And she wrote writings. I'm not going to read that.
Is it ranked?
Yes.
Just say the top 5.
Number 20, Unfrosted. Number 19, The Shape of Water. Number 18, The Day of the Beast. Number 17, Near Dark. Number 16, Step Brothers. 15, Dreams in the Witch House. 14, Knife Plus Heart. I love Knife Plus Heart. 13, Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation. Fucking amazing movie. Number 12, Dune. I think that's David Lynch's Dune. Number 11, Devils. That was the first time you saw Dune? Really? She calls it David Lynch's The People's Joker.
That's funny.
Number 11, Marcelo. What could it be? What could number 11 be?
Michael Clayton.
Nope. The other
one. The Devils.
The Devils.
The Devils wins. The Devils pulls through.
What the hell's going on here? Number 10.
The Devils, you say?
Number 10, Here. From this year. Number 9, Maxine. Number 8, Macross, Do You Remember Love? Number 7, The 4:30 Movie. Reppin' Kevin Smith. Number 6, In a Violent Nature. Gotta see that too. Number 5, Possession. That might have been first time this year for me too. It might have been last year.
Hell of a movie.
Number 4, Wild Tigers I Have Known. I've wanted to see that for a long time. Number 3, The Visitor. Number 2, Aggro Drift. I do really want to see it, yeah. She wrote a lot about it. Number 1, her favorite film of the year. Her favorite movie that she watched, period, this year. Megalopolis.
Nice.
There's
good list.
Megalopolis.
Little confused because I thought this was a list of first time watches, not 2024.
It was
but
partially
I think
that.
it's just
so
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
hey,
No,
you told me
it
to give
works.
The top 5. I gave the top 5 of both. Technically, probably.
There you go. Good job, Siobhan. Good job, Verdrew.
And you think we're done, right? We are.
That's it. Let's wrap it up.
We are.
We are. Okay. Good.
Yeah, we're done. Just going straight to the credits, right?
Yeah, it's been fun. No, wait!
What?
We got one more.
Holy shit, what?
Just predict. Just guess what this last thing is going to be.
Gosh.
Just think of it this way. What is the one thing I force you to do that turns out to be a pain, but not all the time?
Oh, no. This isn't another thing like you do on Saturday nights, right?
That's right. It's the Gold Derby game. Let's open it up.
Oh, no.
It's the Gold Derby game.
No. How
All
could
right.
you? What could this be? The best first-time movies of last year?
No. This is just going to be a teaser for the next 11 episodes, because as we close this episode off, we're going to... I want us to play the Gold Derby game. I want us to pick once again. We're going to reiterate what we think is going to win Best Picture. Okay, we're going to put that out there. And then we'll come back at the very end of the season, see how well we did. Okay, so let's do it. Gold Derby game. Siobhan, let's just go to it. Best Picture, according to Gold Derby. Gold Derby, if you don't know, filled with wackos and people who think they're smart. Whack jobs, wackos. Just so many whacks on here who call themselves experts.
Wax on, wax off.
So they list what they think is going to be nominated for Best Picture. Here's what they think now as of December 14th, 2024. I have the top 10. Siobhan, name movies and see if you can guess what's in the top 10 according to Gold Derby. Go. Best Picture. Anora is number 1.
The Brutalist.
The Brutalist is number 2.
Wicked
is number 4.
Amelia Perez
is number 5.
I have run out of steam.
Oh, man, you are doing great.
So basically right now, all I have to do is try to see if I can recall anything that was nominated.
Yeah, from our conversation 2 hours ago.
I know. Yeah, it's been going for...
It just happened. This is why I saved it for the end of the show.
You really got me here.
I got you.
And we've been talking about old movies for the last hour. So
yeah.
I can't have it's hard. I can't get that stuff back in my head, man. That Pamela Anderson movie.
Nope. Not The Last Showgirl. Not in the running. In the top 10 anyway.
Challengers?
Buzz. Nope. That's number 18.
Burp. Bop. Deep bop. Joe. Number 18?
Yeah. I know, right?
Damn, that feels harsh.
Here, I'll give you some hints. Okay.
Dune 2.
Dune 2, yes, number 6. So you got 5. 2. You got 5. You need 5 more. One of these movies in the top 10 is directed by a director who directed my favorite movie of 2018.
Shut up.
Yeah, one of these movies we referenced in a commentary we did not that long ago. Another movie on this list is a movie featuring somebody who we did a commentary of. one of his projects. And the other one I mentioned I saw at South by just this past year. That's a big hint.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that one's the... No, that was Sundance. Fuck. So I was going to say Real Pain.
Real Pain, boom. You got Real Pain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But that's not the one I saw at South by Southwest. And then the other one, I've already recorded a podcast about. You can listen to me talk about it for 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
You do other shows?
We'll talk about that in the plugs. Okay. So I don't.
Oh.
Yes.
I already said Wicked.
Oh, did you say Wicked?
I said Wicked.
Okay, yeah, Wicked is on there.
Oh, you got me scared. I thought there was another musical.
Sorry. If you said Wicked, I apologize. But yeah, Wicked's on there. So, okay, so you have number 10, number 9, and number 7 to go. You have 3 more.
Not bad.
Not bad. Okay, look.
Somebody we've done a commentary on a movie in.
No. You, we got that. I was referring to Kieran Culkin in A Real Pain. We did the commentary for Succession, episode 1. So that's off the table.
Yes.
Number 7.
South by Southwest.
Yeah, I saw this movie at South by Southwest. I talked about it on this show, I think. And I think I said it's going to be a contender for Best Picture, Best Actor. And now it is. Now it's in the running. That's number 7 on Gold Derby. Number 9, I'll give you more of a hint. People are going to talk about how this movie is shot, but we've already covered a movie for another series we do where it revolutionized filmmaking, right? The movie we commentated over. And now this new movie's coming out. It's going to win an Oscar or maybe several Oscars, and it's doing the same thing.
Nickel Boys.
Nickel Boys, yes.
Of course.
The movie that is basically copying the style of Hardcore Henry.
Ripping off Hardcore Henry.
Yeah, we did commentary for Hardcore Henry. Okay, so now you have number 10 and number 7. Number 10, I'll give you another hint. I said that the director of that directed my favorite movie of 2018. Let's say you wanted to download a streaming service, and you're like, I like movies, but I want an app that sounds like the thing I like, but spelled differently.
I thought of this, but I didn't say it. Is The Substance going to be
The Substance is number 10.
Damn, really?
Yeah. Hey, we didn't talk about it because we didn't talk about the Critics' Choice Awards, but it got nominated for Best Picture at the Critics' Choice Awards, and I think that's a big deal. And it got
over that, wasn't it?
It got some Golden Globes nominations for picture and director, and I'll be the first to say I was wrong about it being an Oscar hopeful. I was like, there's no way. I'm like, maybe there's a long shot of like Demi Moore getting in, but at this point we're looking at maybe, a Best Picture nomination. That would be insane. I never would have thought a movie like that would get
wild.
An Oscar Best Picture nomination. But apparently Gold Derby at this point is saying it's in the running. It's number 10. And I have number 7.
Juror number 2?
Juror number 2 is really far down on the list.
Really 40. They fucked up. That
41.
Could have. If they pushed 41. That could have got there.
I think so. With the right push.
Gave it FYCs. Absolutely. Could be Clint Eastwood's last fucking movie. You assholes.
Number 7.
It's great.
You might not get it because it's not on the tip of your tongue. I don't think we mentioned it at all in this episode, so I'll just give it to you if you give up, Siobhan. Number 7 is the movie I saw at South by Southwest where I went to a screening where the actor starring in the movie, he was on stage, and this was like 2 nights before he was going to be in LA for the Oscars.
Sing.
Yes, Sing.
Yes, all right.
Yes, yeah.
Had to get a lot of hints, but I got them all.
Yeah, you got them. So yeah, Coleman Domingo was on stage at South by introducing this movie, and then he flew to LA 2 days later because he was nominated for an Oscar.
Because he was nominated at the Oscars,
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that story.
So, and he'll get nominated again. Chances are good that he'll get nominated, and I think he deserves it. So yeah, that's your list. So once again, according to Gold Derby, here you are. You have The Substance, Nickel Boys, A Real Pain, Sing Sing, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, Wicked, Conclave, The Brutalist, and Anora.
Wait, I don't remember saying Conclave. I don't think I said that.
Oh, shit. You know what? I fucked up because I looked at 3 and 4 and I mixed those up.
Yeah.
You said Wicked.
Yeah, you crossed off Conclave instead of Wicked.
You know what? Okay, that's my fault. So, guess the number 3. So I'm going to give you some hints. So it's on Peacock.
Okay.
Let's let's just say, like, an important figure in society dies, and what happens when that happens, like, and it kind of mirrors like what's going on in our country now, like,
if it's
yeah.
What if it's like, I'm trying to think of the Pope, like they'd put black smoke out.
Yeah, right? yeah. So it's a movie about that. Not to give it away, but what do you think number 3 is?
Well, I'd imagine that the Conclave would have to get together and.
Siobhan, you said it. It's Conclave. You got it.
Whoa! Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, congrats. Yeah. All right, so there you go. Yes, sorry I messed that up. I usually write stuff down and keep track of what you say, but I don't have my journal with me right now.
2 hours and 47 minutes in. I don't care.
All right, so Siobhan, as we close out, do you remember what you said? Do you remember what your pick was for Best Picture at the beginning of the episode?
I said Anora.
All right, and I'm going with The Brutalist. I think that'll win Best Picture. I don't know though.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No. I was going to say I don't know though. I think it's still too early to tell. It's kind of a wide open season right now.
Yeah,
that's all.
Frankly, wicked good one. That top 10 there. If that's the field, those 10 are nominated. Are you happy?
You know what? I am happy. There is one movie that I roll my eyes at, especially in that. Well, I haven't seen all of them. I haven't seen Nickel Boys. That's the only one I haven't seen. Right. But the one I roll my eyes at is Emilia Perez.
Right.
Conclave, I kind of roll my eyes at, but it's definitely better than his last movie, Burger, All Quiet on the Western Front.
I hope so.
Yeah, it is. I think so. But that, Siobhan, yeah, see Conclave, and just you won't be prepared for the ending. Do you know anything about the ending of Conclave yet?
No, I really don't. I'm excited.
Go in blind, go in not knowing. It is quite the twist.
I don't want to play my hand too early, but I have Peacock. I do want to see Conclave. I actually am kind of excited about it, so I'll probably have seen it by next week. We can talk about it. Yeah,
we'll talk about it. And hey, we'll talk about it with the person I saw it with, who I'm going to stay together with for many years to come. We can talk about the experience of seeing that in the theater, like the day before the election. It was quite the screening of Conclave. Okay, that's it. So you're going with Anora, Best Picture. I'm going with The Brutalist. I don't think my chances are good with The Brutalist, but we'll see.
I don't think they're that bad. Anyway, yeah.
But it could be Wicked. Like just like 2 weeks ago. Just 2 weeks ago, The Hollywood Reporter and Variety had Wicked at on the top of their list of who's likely to win Best Picture, and I didn't see that coming. So.
I wish his last musical would have got that amount of play.
Yeah, you know what? If he ends up getting nominated and if he ends up, winning an award or two, I'm going to pretend that's for In the Heights because I love In the Heights.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's a much better movie than Wicked, but we'll talk about that in another episode because we have to end this because we don't want to cross 3 hours. Okay, Siobhan, plugs. Where can people listening find you online?
Just one plug one last time, the talkfilmsociety.com/Discord. I am proud of that community. I do like it a lot. We talk in there. We have fun. Now, you can follow me on both posting sites at Junkblader, Junk, Blader. And I think that's it. I can't think of anything. Oh, we do commentaries, right? We do commentaries.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/TalkFilmSociety or TalkFilmSociety.com/Patreon. Marcelo and I do more than monthly commentaries at this point on various films. And on the free feed, the Talk Film Society Network, where you're probably listening to this right now, scroll down a little bit. We did a free commentary with special guest Vera Drew, whose list we read off earlier. Now you have to leave it in. Vera Drew. She we did the movie Jingle All the Way, and I think it was a very, very fun commentary. And insightful,
very fun time.
Really just into the mind of a brilliant filmmaker,
Absolutely.
Into
No
the mind
joke.
of an artist.
No joke. I enjoyed the conversation.
We asked questions like, who are some of the great interviewers? That guy. What's his name? I can't remember.
James Lipton.
Well, yeah, like the great James Lipton would ask,
like really literally what he would ask. Like I just asked her the questions James Lipton would ask at the end of Inside the Actor Studio, which is not a joke. Like, if you listen, I might release that clip this week as like a promo for the episode again, just to get people's ears on it. But it was fun asking Vera those questions at the very end of the commentary. Where
I'm glad you had that idea. It was really good.
Yeah, so listen to it just for that, or listen to the whole thing. It's fun. Jingle all the way, and yeah, you can go there if you want. If you want the link of just our commentaries that are on the free feed, I need to work on adding more to that feed. But you can go to talkfilmsociety.com/TFS commentaries. That should get you to the link to just that feed and those episodes. I'll add more to that, like I said. As for me, I have more shows on the network. Soderbergh Manifesto, talkfilmsociety.com/Soderbergh. I think that's the link. I have a show where I talk about musicals and movie adaptations of those musicals called Stage to Screen, with me and somebody called Elise Poston. Talkfilmsociety.com/Stage to Screen for those episodes. Record Party coming back, hopefully. I keep saying that. I need to fucking finish those episodes. And also Southland Tales, Have a Nice Apocalypse. I have an episode in the bank to edit and release, hopefully by the end of the year. I think those are all the shows I'm working on right now, Siobhan. Am I missing anything? I think that's it.
You got Soderbergh shit going?
Yeah, Soderbergh. I mentioned Soderbergh Manifesto. Okay. New episode coming soon.
Yeah, and the commentaries. I think that's it.
Commentaries. Yeah, that's it. All right, we're done. So stay tuned for these episodes weekly. Fingers crossed. Every Friday through the end of award season. It's gonna happen. So I'm excited, Siobhan. This is it. Movies.
Oh, movies. Now more than ever.
Yeah. So, folks,
movies,
that's it.
Popcorn.
Movies, popcorn, butter. And that's how we end the show every week. We say that. Popcorn. No. Movies, popcorn, butter. Thanks for listening.
That's the one thing Tom forgot,
Mm-hmm. Wait, who, Tom?
You remember that video? It was like Tom Cruise promoting.
Oh yeah,
to see.
He's sitting in
Ghost Protocol. He's sitting in like a couch, and he says, popcorn."
He wasn't even sitting. He wasn't sitting in a theater, in a movie theater. He was just sitting
on a couch.
In a couch.
Movies,
just
popcorn.
Movies, popcorn. And all right, bye. That's it.
Bye. No, I didn't ever say that.